You here?
Yes.
Carrie, are you here?
Here.
Sarah, or Zon, are you here?
Hello.
And Gideon, or sorry, Hubbardink, are you here?
Define here.
Sorry, Hubbardtuck, are you here? I'm sorry, I pronounced your name wrong. My bad. I'm still learning your character.
Define here.
Are you currently with us?
Possibly.
Okay. So, Hubbardtuck, what happened last time?
You asked the guy with the worst memory to.
No, I'm just waiting for him to actually ask either say my name or say my character's name instead of whatever the fuck he's saying.
Is it not Hubbardtuck Noggle?
No, you know this. In fact, you said it right the first time, and then had to switch because you goofed and said the real name first.
I don't know about that. Is it Sarah Dragoste? How about Balama Calibra? Wait, I think we already did the Joker. Okay, Gideon, what happened last time?
I woke up. Some people saved me from the troll that knocked me out and made me lose my memory. And we got out, games were canceled, and now we're in camp. And I'm slowly recovering my memory after resting.
Okay. So you're all at camp outside the village of Trium.
Alright, so the camp has just been established.
All right. After 4 hours go by and I've rested while they're still asleep, I'd like to go scout the town. Lou?
Hello?
Hello.
So are you strolling into town or just kind of going in and seeing what's up?
I'm gonna roll for stealth, and I'm gonna be teleporting through the shadows.
Okay. Roll for stealth.
Watch him, bot. Oh, no, he does the exact opposite.
Well,
Okay. Yeah, I think you're pretty stealthy as you port into town.
I'm looking in windows. I'm checking to see everything going because when we entered town, there was no sound. Everything was quiet, and I found that off. So
You see some people sleeping in their beds in town.
no mass graves, no
I mean,
blood on walls.
there is a mass grave. You do spy a mass grave.
For real?
Actually, well, no, scratch that. He wouldn't have left graves. No, you don't see anything like that.
How far away from town was the Lich Cave?
Lich Cave was maybe like 10 minutes away from town.
I want to go check out the Lich Cave real quick. I want to. Does it look like people have entered it since we left it burning?
Nope. As far as you
Okay.
can tell, all the soot that's settled on the ground, no one's been in here.
Okay. Now I'm gonna check like the town hall or something. What's going on with that?
There isn't really a town hall here.
The largest building, then. I'm trying to look in the window, see if I can see anything.
Okay. You see some chairs. It's just kind of like a little like gathering area. That's about it. No one seems to be using it right now.
Okay, so nothing looked out of the ordinary. It just looks like a normal village.
Nope. Just a
Alright.
little bit.
All right, then I will head back to camp and wait for everybody else to get up then.
Okay. Sneak back to camp and just gonna stay there. You gonna slip back into your sleeping bag like you never left, or
I'm gonna let's see. You said I don't have to attune to the iron bands, right?
no, you do not.
You know what? I'm gonna bust out my contact mirror.
Okay.
Is it clear?
It is still a bit covered. You can see, but it seems to have been. It's partially uncovered. You can see a dead fire
and just kind of like it's kind of sitting on an angle. You could see a dead fire and just the ceiling of the Underdark, but you don't see anyone or anything near the mirror.
Right, I'm gonna kind of like knock on the mirror and ask if he's there.
There's no reply.
That's odd.
You keep knocking and kind of calling out, seeing if you can find him. Then you hear a small chittering noise, and what appears to be a bird starts pecking on the mirror.
Bird?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bird you've ever seen. Your closest approximation would be an Underdark bird, but it's just kind of pecking on the mirror.
All right, I'm gonna do a blind, I guess, survival. No, what would it be to try and identify this?
That'd be a survival.
23.
You know this bird. It's a tan vulture. It's a bird, a carrion bird in the Underdark.
Does it look like it's eaten? Does it had like blood on its beak?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 10.
You can see some flecks of something on its face, but you can't tell if that's blood or what.
Okay. Well, that's a bad sign. I'm gonna cover the contact mirror back up, so I don't know what's going on with that. And then I guess I just wait for the others to wake up. Just gonna stare at the stars or something.
Okay. So, and about 4 hours pass. The sun comes up. Neo, I need a dex check from you to quickly shield your eyes because you were staring at the sun.
Okay, fine. That's stupid.
Sun is a star.
To be fair,
I
you
imagine
did
it
say.
would probably be a very low DC.
To be fair, you did say you were going to look at the stars.
Eventually, the stars start
Yeah.
going out, and okay, you look away and realize maybe I should stare at the sun.
Okay.
Okay, everyone wakes up to daylight.
I'm gonna go out.
Morning.
I'm gonna go out and get some breakfast. Real quick.
Well,
You know,
probably-
get something for everybody to eat.
Okay.
Babe, just hunt whatever berries. I don't care.
Probably could have done that instead of staring at the sky for 4 hours.
Well, I mean, sure, but would everyone just want to eat owls and fucking muskrats? Because that'd be
If you're
weird.
getting berries for people, but I don't think berries change depending on the day or night cycle.
They're wereberries.
Yeah.
The magical day berries, you can only see them in the light of day.
While he's out hunting for the elusive wereberries, I'm going to basically try to introduce ourselves to Gideon. So,
Go ahead.
Gideon, that's your name, correct?
Yes.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Rogar of Clan Alred. My companion here is Sarah. And the one that just went out to get some of those berries is Parn.
You know, I said get breakfast. I could have been hunting anything, not just berries, you fuckers.
No, you're hunting wereberries and you know it.
Don't worry, Neotech, they're massive creatures. Giant rolling blueberries.
I've heard tale of the wereberries once in my travels.
Yeah. So, it's a pleasure to meet you. I can see you're definitely quite magically inclined. Nice to speak magic with other people.
Yeah, I guess. That bump on the head really did hurt. Can't remember much of what happened yesterday, but at least the rest of it's come back.
Well, what's come back?
Everything else, I couldn't remember jack shit all day yesterday.
So I imagine you probably got a couple of questions that you'd probably like to know something about.
Not really. I like wandering around with random people. Makes for good stories and good entertainment. I take it you guys are adventurers?
Yeah, we are.
Correctamundo.
So what's your plan now that the games are canceled?
Well, first we're probably gonna check out the town that we're just outside of, because things definitely have changed a bit in like the last week or so. So originally it was like no leadership, now it's a monarchy. Transitions like that tend to be rather bloody, so figure we'd check out what's going on. Possibly get restocked on some supplies if there are any needed. And
Where exactly are we, actually? I'm looking around, and I'm not familiar with these parts, it seems.
I'll pull up my the map of the area, and memory serves like that. Where the compass location is there, that's where the town of is, correct?
Yes, stream is located around there.
All right, so I point out to where on the right here. We're roughly right around here.
Ah, I don't get out this way too much.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to take a look.
And then afterwards, we'll probably get to Highmore. And
Haven't been there in years.
oh, you've been to Highmore before?
I travel all over.
Yeah. I figured if you were going to be joining us, probably at least want to sign you onto the group.
Yeah.
Hey.
Seems I don't have anything better to do at the moment.
Hey, go out,
With the games
make money.
being canceled.
Yeah.
And my fellow adventurers dead.
Yeah.
So how did that come to be? How did you get sucked in with a troll?
It was part of the games. It was our
Mhm.
assignment. I don't really remember too much, except that we formed a group that was kind of an ad hoc group.
So it's probably a no, but you don't recall what like the combination was for the dungeon you entered. Because ours was
No,
like...
that's pretty. Yeah, I can't remember anything of it. Like I said, my memory leading up to the troll attack really is
It's fuzzy.
blank.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm just gonna quickly look around.
Is Barn back yet?
I don't know. Are you back yet?
They
Yeah,
haven't been
I want to
talking
be
for that
back
long.
now.
Since a quick
They
little
haven't
look
been
around.
talking that long. Be probably about like half an hour for you to get the food, dude.
And I do this every day for the group, so.
So
What are you
that
using
perception
for,
check was mostly like just to keep my head out, keep my eyes out, see like if there's like, well, mainly just to see if I see that one distinct soul that I don't ever want to see, along with like maybe keeping an ear out for things like if they sound normal, like birds, chipmunks, stuff like that.
You hear birds. You hear no chipmunks in this area. You hear squirrels. The common sounds of nature. You don't see the soul anywhere.
All right. Yeah, at least that guy's not around. So, you don't mind me asking, like, what kind of magic can you do, Gideon?
Yeah, I just cast magic.
Nice.
Yeah, about this time, Parn has returned with some small game in tow and some herbs and food that you can spice the game with and stuff to eat.
All right.
All right, so as Parn goes to cook over the fire. All right, so while you people who need 8 hours of sleep were still sleeping, I went and scouted the town. As he like chops a squirrel's head off or something.
So, what do you see?
Looks like a normal town for the most part. Didn't see blood anywhere. Didn't see heads on pikes or anything inside any of the houses or anything like that. Also, I went to check out the Lich Cave. It doesn't look like anyone's been in there since we, set it on fire. So we might want to check that out.
Yeah, that I'd prefer just
before we
checking out.
move on.
Gideon raises an eyebrow. Arson?
Oh, no. Our job here was to take care of a lich that was terrorizing that town. It was a trap, which it would have been nice to know that before we left, but Lich challenged us to a set of games. and we succeeded. Really pissed him off. So he
Especially those
sent us-
hands.
So he sent us in a cave to find his phylactery. Through many skills, we found it, broke it, and he came down, and we killed him. On the way out, we found his research notes, many dark secrets, and also a giant storehouse for body parts, as he was using this town to farm humans.
Well, that doesn't sound so good.
So we set the research notes and the remains on fire, and then left. And we haven't been back since. I'm sure has anyone told him about the whole town deciding to go to war when we said figure out who's in charge?
I kind of mentioned that there was a really big change, that we originally left that there was no leadership, and now it's a monarchy, so that tends to lead to quite a bit of upheaval, so...
Yeah, we tried to get them to, like, vote for their new leader. We tried to see if anyone, like, an elder was still alive.
Yeah, it was like a 6-way
Apparently
tie.
not. And after, in 3 or 4 attempts to help them establish a leadership, we kind of just raised our hands and said, fuck it, and left. I mean, there's only so many ways you can help a people until you realize they don't really want your help.
Yeah.
So, I think we should just walk in town and see what's going on. What do you guys think?
Yeah, may as well. As well as give our respect to King Dave.
Does anyone remember a Dave when we were here before? I don't remember a Dave.
I think they died.
Like,
Wait.
can I?
That was great.
Can I use?
Oh,
Can I use just a flat knowledge check to see if I remember a Dave while we were in town?
Sure, just give me an intelligence check.
11.
You're not certain. You didn't speak to everyone, so you're not exactly familiar with everyone's name. But a Dave doesn't spring to mind.
Anybody else remember a Dave? For the life of me, can't remember talking to one.
Let me think.
You hear a small ding from your pack, Curie.
I open my pack and check out to see what made the ding. It was my book, wasn't it?
No, it's not your book. There's a small rhythmic ticking. Oh, nope, the ticking stopped, and the ticking's back.
I'm gonna empty my bag out and see what exactly is making a ticking sound.
Yeah, especially because I'm the one who's got the box.
Oh, you're the one?
Yes.
Yes, Red grabbed the box first
Oh,
chance
yeah.
he got.
Oh, well, scratch that. Oh, the ticking stopped. Don't worry about it. It's very persistent and weird ticking. It keeps coming and going.
God damn it.
Kerry ends up having a fucking bomb in his backpack, and you're like, it'll go off
I hear
someday.
it. I hear
You
it
just don't know
ticking.
when.
Sorry, I forget that, Curie. No, you don't hear anything right now, Red. We'll wait for
So,
that to sort itself out.
so
But,
what about
Okay.
the knowledge check I just did as well? Like when he asked if anyone remembered the name Dave.
Okay, you don't recall the name Dave.
I'm drawing a blank.
Sarah, you were also with us.
Don't do this.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
No, we're not playing that game where I fail the check, you try. You fail the check, you try.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
fair
only
enough.
going to be
Got it.
Sarah was the last one because everyone else.
Yay.
Are you here for
Yeah.
real?
I lost my computer. Decides the blue screen yet again.
Is another-
I knew it. I know who actually said he probably blue screened again because he blue screened earlier.
That black cop was just too much for a computer to handle. It had to commit suicide.
There's a small clunk sound in your pack, Red. And then a small, slow, rhythmic ticking.
I investigate.
Hey, what all do you have in your
Actually, it's not in my. The box is in my pocket. Actually.
pack? Oh, well, there's a small thunk in your pocket, and there was a ticking in your pocket. Feels warm.
I take out the box.
Okay. The box's petals have opened up again.
I push the button.
You see the button. You push the button. The box opens up, and out comes Sig Body.
Hey, Sigvaldi, how are you doing?
Mm,
How'd you get in the box again?
I always get back in the box.
So, do you like live in there? What's up with the box?
I picked up the box. Now I am inside the box.
It's a
So
cursed
is it
item.
like a curse?
Yes.
How long have you been with the box? I'm gonna tell him what year it is.
Okay, because I don't know how long I've been in that fucking box.
No, I'm gonna give him the year. What's the last time you remember someone telling you the year?
That question is probably I don't remember.
Yeah, I was about to say. It's like time.
When did-
time gets
who-
funny in the box.
You've been in the box for
Who
a good
did
while.
say anything?
Hold up a second. What's a calendar? What's
Yeah,
a year?
What's it?
Well, Sigvaldi,
What's
we're
time?
about
I'm
to,
talking Dragon Man.
well, Sigvaldi, we're about to explore the town that we just left. Would you like to join us?
I have nothing else to do.
Fair enough.
So,
And yes, we know you have to stay with the box, but it feels nicer to ask you your opinion instead of just assuming you'd join us. So,
so, do you feel like proper introduction should be done?
I mean,
Yeah,
we
kinda
already
already did that in the
introduced
last
ourselves
session.
in the
Okay.
last session.
All right.
Yeah, we did that to Red and Sovik's character last session.
Okay.
Um,
Well, into
well,
town
I'm
we
gonna
go.
yeah. Everyone's eating. Sigvaldi, would you like some? There's still a little left. It's just
Would-
basically a
would be
small
nice.
game stew. Alright. I'll
But
take that as a no.
I just said food would be nice.
Oh,
didn't
Sigvaldi
hear
helps
you.
himself to a small bowl.
Well, I pack up my meal kit and everything, and then I get ready to head out.
As he's doing that, I'll take out my the one last sack I have and just try and use it like like spruce up, buff up the armor, like maybe wipe dirt and stuff off it.
Wait, what are you doing?
Wiping dirt and stuff.
Buffing his armor.
Just wiping dirt
Okay.
and stuff off it. So it's at least a little cleaner.
Okay, you shine up your armor a little bit.
Get your shoe box.
Alright,
For leading
we head
royalty,
into
best
town.
be
What do we say?
respectable.
Okay, the party strolls back into town. It's a lot more lively than it was when you snuck in here last night. People going around doing their business. People hanging up laundry, drying clothes. Some people working some cows.
Alright, I'm gonna
Stuff.
walk up to someone. You know what? I'm gonna walk up to someone hanging laundry. I'm gonna say, "Well, we're back. How's the town doing?"
Yes, she's kind of short, pudgy lady. She finishes hanging up the laundry and turns around. Oh, it's you guys. Welcome back.
Yeah, the games unfortunately was canceled, and we decided to come back and check and see how you guys were doing.
We're doing
When
good.
we left, you guys were still arguing who should take over.
Yeah, there was a kind of a scuffle for a little while there, but then Dave took over, and we've been pretty good since then.
Where's Dave's house? We'd like to meet Dave.
Sure. She points a bit south of her house. He's the house about 2 down from me. Just go knock on his door. He's probably in there.
Oh, thank you. I hope you have a good day.
See ya. Waves goodbye. Resumes hanging her clothes.
Nice lady.
Mm-hmm.
I walk over to Dave's house. I assume everyone's coming
Yep.
too.
I'm with
Yep.
him.
Hey, nice to meet
Alright,
you.
this is meta knowledge, but I kind of want to ask if it's not Red or Sovik. Between Kiri, between Rogar, Sarah, and Parn, who's the best talker?
I have
As
a
in charisma. Who has the best charisma?
I do.
I know you do, but we don't know you yet, so...
I thought we did the nice little introduction thing.
Yes, but we don't know...
Well,
It's still his
I have,
purse.
I have a 14 charisma.
I have a
Alright, Sarah, would you please be the one to talk to the leader of this town on our behalf?
Oh boy, okay. but like, I'll give it a shot.
Sarah,
Yes.
are you drinking again?
No, I don't have anything on me.
Okay. There's no need to be nervous. Just knock on the door. Say hi.
So Beck said,
I walk up to the door and I knock.
Okay. There's a few seconds and the door opens. You see a kind of an old, scrawny man standing there in fine clothes. Hello?
Red
Hello,
Fox
are
said,
you King Bob?
King Dob?
No?
No,
You mean
Bob.
Red
Dave?
Fox said,
Parn says behind Sarah.
I'm Dave.
Dave.
Yes.
Dave. King Dave, sorry.
Oh, no, that's just what the statue says. I'm Dave.
Dave, we came in to your town a while back. We killed a lich.
Oh, yeah, I remember you guys.
We just thought we'd check up on the town. May we come in?
Yeah, sure. Kind of opens up the door a bit. You see he ushers you guys in. You smell porridge brewing on the stove.
so Beck said,
All right.
Okay.
Shrine of the Rock?
Yeah.
A weird emoji.
What?
Oh, someone's still doing emojis. So I guess.
So weird. Okay.
What the, is that a prison? Kappa. What the fuck
No.
is that?
I think that's supposed to be
No,
Mecca.
that's the holy structure of Mecca built around the meteor.
so Beck
Oh,
said,
okay. There.
That's the Dome of the Rock.
What?
Uh,
Okay.
so,
Take a seat.
so
I take
Dave,
a seat?
how'd it go? Last time when we left, you guys were arguing.
Oh yeah, that was a bit of an argument, and you guys just kind of disappeared. So we turned back around and asked you guys what to do next, and you guys were gone. So no one really had any idea.
No, we told them we were leaving because they said they didn't need us to help.
Oh, I don't
like,
remember that.
I
was at the back.
remember
I was at the back though. I might not have heard.
we tried to get you guys to vote for your leader a couple of times, and then one guy punched another, and then we basically asked if you wanted us to help, and we got told to go away. So we went away.
The tempers were a bit high that time. But yeah, you guys left, and then we kind of all sat down, and discussed things, and I put up the good idea that we'll kind of have a rotating system. You know, that some person will kind of run the town, and we'll do that, rotate every like week, every full moon or so. And then once we find someone who we really like, we'll just keep extending that person's rotation.
That sounds like a sensible strategy.
And the king thing, we found a statue that the lich had made. We just cut off the little lich hop hat bit. We put in some putty where his ribs were. I'm already kind of skinny, so it worked. And now I'm
Oh. So you're gonna change the statue every time, or
going to try to.
you know, that sounds nice. A good way for travelers to know who to look for when they come to town. Speaking of that lich, any trouble out of that cave since then?
No, we haven't
that's
gone
it.
anywhere near it. We're I think Jeffrey over at near the woods is making
Red
a
Fox
making a
said
gate
Mahal.
to shut it off so people can't go in.
Would you mind if we give it one look over? As you know, we set it on fire, taking care of most of what was in there. We just want to make sure everything's still destroyed, nothing survived, that sort of thing.
Yeah, sure. Be my guest. I'm not going in there.
I don't blame you.
You guys want porridge?
Yes, please. If it's not too much to
of
ask.
course would be nice.
He
No,
goes
thank
over.
you for me. I already had some
How about you two?
stew I made this morning.
He points at Gideon and Sigvaldi.
No, we don't want to intrude. We've
I am fine.
had a morning meal.
Okay. He gets 3 bowls of porridge, pours them out, and hands one to Sarah, hands one to Rogar, and he has one. He just sits down and starts eating porridge.
Start. Well,
So did you guys win the game?
Unfortunately, they were canceled.
That sucks.
Yeah, we came out of a labyrinth. We met these 2 gentlemen in the labyrinth. And they have joined us. This is Sigvaldi. This is
Gideon.
Yeah. Where's about that? might be a sensitive subject. Where's your other friends? Did they go off?
Unfortunately, they
Dark
didn't
Dark
make
dead.
it. Yeah, they
Oh.
didn't make it.
Long
Oh,
story.
what happened to him?
Word.
Uh,
Earth.
someone interfered with the games. When we teleported back to town, we teleported out of the city, and we started traveling to the city, and we were attacked, and they unfortunately did not survive.
Wow, that's too bad.
Yeah, the officiators of the game were furious when we told them. One of them ran out of the games. I've never seen it. Ran out of the office. I've never seen an old man move that fast. And he had the guard, and he was talking to them fiercely. He was not happy.
Yeah.
But that's we've unfortunately already had to deal with this. We used to have a traveling companion, a dwarf. He left us some time ago, and well, when you are of interest, sometimes people stay, sometimes they go. Luckily, I point to Rogar and Sarah. We three have been together since we started this little group.
Yeah.
Interesting. So
Mhm.
you three have been through quite a lot then.
Oh,
You have no idea. Oh, believe me.
Yeah. But unfortunately, yeah, something about all the Empire's adventures got recalled. Think about a northern rebellion. That's all we know.
Dave's eyes go a bit wide, and he's starting. You know, he had taken a rather big thing of porridge when you guys started talking. And he finishes chewing it. Well, that's not good. Or I guess it's good. I don't know.
I mean,
Well,
we're
it's
definitely.
not the South.
I mean, we're definitely going to tell the officials at Highmore in any town we go through. I open my map. I'm pretty sure we're going to be passing through this art field place.
Oh yeah, Harfield. That's technically our major city that's nearby us, or it was before the Lich took over.
Yeah. And then, I don't know. Do you know how... I point to the river. Do you know how big this river is?
Which river?
The one southeast of us towards Hillian.
Hill...
Helene and Doreen's river?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big one. It goes straight down from the mountains and then out into the coast. Pretty wide.
No, I'm talking about the one northwest of Artfield. Right
The one
next
by the
to
Tower of
Hill.
Sorcery?
You know, the one
No.
near Hillionor?
Yeah, Hillianor.
Northeast.
Oh, that one's. I mean, it's long, but it's not that wide. Mostly just gets water brought to Hillionor. I think. I haven't
Dude.
been there forever.
Do you think we could cross it? Because we'd rather not take too many detours
Detours.
getting to Highmore.
The word's detour. But yeah, no, you should be able to cross it.
Thanks, Dave.
Welcome. Takes another spoonful of porridge.
Speaking of, how is the porridge?
Little did we know Dave was a grammar teacher.
I mean,
Like, what's the flavor of the porridge that we're eating?
It's
It's
not like-
porridge flavor.
it could be better spiced, but it's not bad for people who've been eating kind of game and rations for the past maybe few days. Since nobody stopped at an inn before you guys left Terrace Mindal, it's okay. It's something new. It's not trail rations, nor is it fish or small game.
Not
That's
hard
pretty good.
cooking. That's
Old
all that matters.
Meal that
Nor is it the interior of the box.
It's a bit fresher fiber than you guys have had in a little while.
Yeah.
Well, if everyone's finished eating, Dave,
Sudden
thank you
fiber
for
is
your
never a good thing. The box taught me that.
Please.
Dave, thank you for your hospitality. We will go check out that cave. Is there any issues you're having in town?
No, everything's pretty good after you guys got rid of the Lich.
Well, that's nice.
I'm not worried about the Tower of Sorcery raids now the Lich isn't here to keep us safe, but I mean that's gonna be a problem anywhere near here.
Yeah. We'll definitely
Just
tell
gonna
them.
brush it off for later.
Well, no, don't we already know about those raids?
Yes, the Tower of Sorcery raids have been a kind of constant thing in this area for a while.
We'll definitely tell the people of Artfield about you down here if you want.
Oh, yeah,
I
sure.
don't know
We
what they
had,
could do.
I mean, we sent out. I think his name was was it? Bo. I think we sent Bo out. She was gonna go try to tell him that we were back and open and to actually send people and not worry about a lich taking over. I'm not even sure if they knew about that or they cared, but reestablish connections. But if you guys get there too, it doesn't help to tell them again.
All right. We're gonna head to the cave. We're gonna investigate. We'll probably not meet again. I think we're gonna, after we make sure the cave's still safe, I guess, we'll probably head right out to Artfield. It was really nice to see that the town has become stable again. And it's nice to see that Lich didn't come back, that we actually killed him.
Yeah, we're happy about that too. Would have ended badly if he came back.
I mean, he was an arrogant shit. He did not think we could pass his test or find his special stone no matter what. So,
how did you find that stone? We'd have sent a bunch of people have done those tests and no one's found anything.
We have some special skills, something we can't get into, but we were able to find it.
Hands up, don't worry, I got it.
I raise an eyebrow.
Yeah, that's kind of gotten Sigvaldi giving like a little glance, like, "Oh, really now?"
People's eyebrow.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
yes.
People's eyebrowing.
Something wrong with your face.
Well, thank you, Dave.
There's a little peck dance for him.
Yes. Let me take care of these bowls. Where is your sink?
I'm gonna.
Oh, I
I'm
don't
gonna
really have a
start-
sink. There's a wash basin.
Right.
I'll go clean them out. Just set them down there. I got them.
Okay.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you.
Mhm.
We're gonna head to the cave now.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.
Can't thank you enough for what you did. You guys saved us.
Yeah.
You're welcome. And good luck. May you be prosperous.
Mm-hmm.
That's the plan. And I waves you guys off as you leave the house.
All right.
Flux, as we were speaking with Dave, his soul appeared normal, right?
Yeah, Dave had a normal person soul.
Okay.
Dave had Dave's soul.
Dave's soul was very Davey.
All right. Let's
Unfortunately,
go to
this was not the Davy who went to the Navy.
Well, let's check the cave.
Yeah. Does the entrance even look like it's still stable?
I mean, yeah. It still has its supports and everything to keep it open.
What's
This
the
was
problem?
This was a well-made lich hole.
All right.
Before we go in, what exactly is the state of the gate? Does it look like it's like ready to be used or not?
The gate hasn't been. Oh, you guys gonna stop by Jeffrey and check on the gate? There's no
Yeah.
gate set up at the Lich Cave yet.
Yeah, just
I
check on
don't
the gate.
think we need to do that, honestly. If they're gonna put up a gate.
I'd rather he know that we're
after us.
in there instead of them accidentally locking us in.
Well, we've already talked to their leader, Dave, and he gave us our blessing. I think it's fine.
Still, I'll just go speak to Jeff, let him know that we're going to be in there, making sure nothing's happened, and meet you up with you at the cave.
All right, that's fine.
Paranoia, man.
Flux
Alright,
took a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit.
Karn's just gonna walk
Not
into the
nasty,
cave.
dirty, wet
Does
hole
it has
filled
the
with
same
ancient
layout?
thorn and
What
oozy smell,
damage does
nor
look
yet the
been
dry,
done to the
bare,
main room?
sandy hole with nothing in it to sit
Well,
down.
the main room doesn't seem to have that much damage. There wasn't much flammable for it to catch fire.
Okay, I'm gonna head to the dining room. I've got it in my head now, so I'm trying to navigate via memory. I'm gonna. Oh, hey, there it is. I'm gonna head to the dining room. Yeah, right there.
Okay. The dining room is really smoky. The tables have been covered in ash, but these were decent tables. They don't seem to have really caught that much fire.
Except for the one I broke, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. I'm going to warn Sigvaldi and Gideon. All right. The next few rooms we're going to go through were full of dead bodies. We burned them, so hopefully the stench is, and it's been a week or two since then. Hopefully the stench is not as bad, but be prepared.
Okay.
All right. I'm walking through the little waiting room, and I'm going into this room, the first.
Give me a con check.
All right.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
10.
You are immediately nauseated. You keep standing, but it's all you can do to keep from gagging, as it is the smell of burnt bodies has kind of suffused the air. This whole room is charred black, and it's hard to make anything out in it.
Fair enough, but all the body parts are gone.
I mean, they're still there. What could be left, but they've
Yeah.
been burnt to a crisp.
All right. That's all I wanted. I wanted to cremate them, or as close as I could. I walk into the next one, trying to not to puke.
I'm going to save the time. All these main rooms, all these 3-4 testing rooms are about the same.
Okay. I'm gonna. All right. Well, it's nice to see they all burnt up. In the final room, the room where we had all the research notes, there's nothing left from those books, right?
Oh yeah, no. This room has all been burnt down to like broken. The bookcases are broken down. Everything's caught fire. It's all broken.
All right. Well, I'm gonna walk back into the waiting room. Okay. Well, at least they've all been burnt up. Oh, whew. I'm gonna take a second to get my breath. Then Parn's gonna say, "Well, next few rooms we should probably check out are the personal rooms, the bedroom, the study, and all that. I think we took everything important out of there, but just make sure that anything left is still just, useless." All right, and I go do that, and I go check these 3 rooms.
The Lich's main room, it didn't catch that much fire. A lot of its stuff seemed to be rather well made and not really that super flammable. You can see where the cinders have lit it, but they didn't spring up in flames like the book room or anything.
Yeah, that's fair enough. This, for the record, we set up the fire to burn the west half of this place. We didn't really try to set it up to burn the rest of it. We just wanted the research notes and the bodies to burn. So Parn's not surprised by that.
The little room that carried the magic items is pretty okay. So this has covered everything.
Is the book that detailed what they are still in there? Because I don't remember
there.
burning them.
It's hard to read the pages. It was open to the page detailing those items. So,
All right, that's fair enough. All right, finally, it's time to check the library. See, make sure anything that we give another once over, make sure nothing's left that we need to burn or get rid of.
Oh, the library is completely broken down. It's filled with
broken bookcases. Everything's crumbled down to the ground.
Oh, so that did catch fire.
It's all gone.
Well,
maybe some scraps of edges of paper that didn't fully burn, but there's nothing salvageable here.
Fair enough. Well, that's unfortunate. We kind of didn't want that to burn, but it did. What can you do? All right.
Fire is
The final room I kind of want to go into is the giant room with the drum. See what it's like, and then leave. I take it the drum burnt up too.
Yeah, the drum is rather burnt. It didn't completely burn, but it's been rather scorched edges of it. The hands are all. I mean, it's still pretty sizable hands, but you can see the fire got everything it could from the hands.
Okay. Well, I think this place burnt up good. I don't think there's anything left here or any danger. I'm pretty satisfied. What do you think, Sarah?
I'm not quite too sure.
What, you think we should burn it again? I don't think there's enough fuel left.
Yeah, would take a while to get more fuel to reburn it.
I mean,
I think we'll be fine.
The only thing we didn't burn that we may want to check is that underground cavern. I mean, we did kind of close that up. What do you guys think?
Was there anything interesting down there?
Oh, a ton of jewels that were probably cursed with death spells, but other than that,
I could take a look to
there were
see.
bodies down there, many of them.
I could take a look to see if there was anything, I think. Hold on, wait a
Okay.
sec. Hold on. Do I actually have detect magic? Hold on. Kind of forgot. No, I don't. Never mind.
Sorcerers are like almost purely offense in 5.
Yeah, 5 sorcerers are
Very little of
offense.
any utility.
Warlocks get more utility than sorcerers. It's weird.
They always have.
Kind of always have. All right, never mind. I didn't say that then.
No, you said it. You just didn't.
You just regained memory a little.
Yeah. Well, it's still an option if you want to go down there. There were many bodies. Maybe there's something we missed, but otherwise, I think we're done here. Is Rogar with us now?
Am I? I was going to meet Jeff to see what the status of the gate was.
Yeah, let's go back to Rogar. Rogar, you go over to see Jeffrey. He's got a house a little bit outside of the town, but it's near the woods. It seems to be a little lumber shop. And outside the house, you can see the good progress on a gate, on like a real big, like steady gate. It seems to be almost maybe 60% done.
So do I actually see Jeffrey himself actually working on that, or is he like probably inside?
You don't see Jeffrey.
All right.
Actually, yes, you see Jeffrey. He's a bit in the woods, cutting down some trees.
All right. I go up to Jeffrey.
He's chopping down the trees.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Okay. Hello? Jeffrey kind of freaks out. Hello? Turns around.
As if you've been old buddies for years. Sup, Jeff?
Scared me.
Just the Dragonborn,
Hello,
sure.
Jeffrey. It's me, God. What can I do for you?
Hey, we just spoke with King Dave, and I kind of wanted to get like an idea of like what the progress of the gate was. I have a few friends of mine that are currently checking out the cave, making sure anything dangerous is destroyed.
Oh, you're the guys who killed the Lich. Oh,
yes.
Yeah, no, the gate's going pretty good. It's taking a while because I'm gonna make it a big, like sturdy one. It's hard to get through. I don't want any little creatures getting in there. And, I don't
Bigger is better.
knocking over alchemical ingredients and making another Lich. But yeah, it's going good. It's nice to get out of the town again. Before I frankly I had to stay with other people because my house was outside the little barrier area they created. If I went too far, he's after me.
Yeah. Anyway.
My cat died. That was fun.
Sorry to hear that.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of a dead silence there for a few.
Yeah.
For about half a minute. But everything's good now. You guys killed the Lich. And yeah,
yes.
the gate's good.
Mm-hmm.
What did you need something else or?
Just wanted to let you know that I had some friends in there, like in case the gate was like done and ready to go. Just making sure that my friends didn't get locked inside.
Oh, you didn't want us to close your friends in. I got you.
Yeah.
Smart thinking. No, the gate will probably take a few more days to be finished.
Okay.
And then we got to get the latch set up, or just a kind of locking mechanism because I can't hammer a gate into dirt. That won't work. But we'll figure it out, and we'll keep this town safe again. No more liches.
Good. Yeah, it's good talking to you, Jeffrey. Keep up the good work.
You too.
Keep up the good work.
And about this time, Rogar has made it to the hole and joined up with the group again.
Orgus made the realization that maybe introducing yourself is an important part of a first meeting.
Probably, yeah.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Just the way you said it too.
Jeffrey.
Yeah, really. It was like a Nick Fury waiting in the chair in the darkness type. Hello, Jeffrey.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Hello, Jeffrey. It's time to activate the Avengers.
Let me tell you about the Avengers Initiative.
So Rogar, how goes the gate?
It looked pretty good. Looked like it was maybe 60, 70% or so done. You said it should be done in the next few days. Very heavy wood. There hopes to get
with that Parn head perks up. Really now?
Well, that's what they have.
Parn's intrigued because he rarely gets to use his carpentry skills.
Yeah.
Well, we've finished inspecting everything we wanted to
How quickly
burn.
this is not from? We're gonna do this as quickly as possible and get the fuck out to carpentry. You say?
I'm sorry, but Parn doesn't get to use it a lot. so
Gentlemen,
suddenly-
how do you feel about handiwork?
how do you feel about
Trade
mahogany?
school.
Anyway,
We're thinking about taking at least a once look through the underground caverns, but we're kind of
Alright.
split on if we should. What do you think?
I figure it'd be a good idea, maybe at least do a little check. But at the same time, I don't know if that lever is like timed or if somebody has to stay up here. That's the only thing I don't know. That's my only
I
concern.
mean, remember we got up here because the lever, the whole thing was left open. I think once
Good
you
point.
pull it,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna go in and pull it. I think you guys should wait outside the room so you don't fall and maybe hurt your leg like we almost did last time.
All right.
That's what Parn does. He pulls the lever. Does the floor open up or is it busted?
The floor opens up, but there's a loud creak and the floor doesn't open up fully, but it opens up just enough for a person to get through.
All right, I had this set up in the labyrinth and I never got to use it. I'm gonna take my grapple hook and rope that's tied together, because I set that up and then immediately got darkness cast on me and ran into a wall. I'm gonna hook it. Is the door frame sturdy enough? Do I feel like there's enough stuff still there to hook it there?
Yes, the large steel doors that make each room seem like they're still very sturdy and held on there.
Well, then I'm gonna fish the grappling hook between the hinges or something, and throw the rope down.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna tell everybody you can come in now. I've set it up.
All right.
I think we should go check it out.
Okay.
Do you want us to make climb checks, or do you not bother?
That's like a basic adventure thing. You guys are good.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus, I assume you
Alright.
nodded it.
All right. What do we see while we're down there?
It's about the same thing you saw last time when you. Just a large, dark maze.
Okay. I'm gonna say everybody should take we take 5 minutes. We take a look around, see what anyone sees, and then just
Look around. What? I don't see anything.
Yeah.
we switched maps.
Well, no, that and I'm now human and don't have dark vision.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's just you two that can see in the dark now. I'm contemplating just taking a torch out.
Who can't see in the dark?
3
Give me a
hands
sec.
rise.
I say, give me a sec. You hear me mumbling something, and I can see now.
All right. Well, here's Vivaldi. I burn 2 key points and give him dark
I was gonna
vision.
say I could just light one of my 10 torches.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do as well.
Yeah, but we're gonna be traveling right after this, and I get all my key back after a short rest. It's
I
not
can
a
put the
problem.
fucking torch out.
All right, fine. I won't give you dark vision then. Rogar, would you like dark vision again, like the last time we came in here?
Sure.
All right, I burn 2 key and give Rogar dark vision.
All right.
I don't need your fancy magics.
Also, quick perception check. Do I hear anything? Is our Minotaur friend still here?
You hear the echoes of everyone else in the place, but nothing other than that.
All right, I'm gonna actually make a request, Flux. To speed this up, can we just say everyone took 5 minutes, went in a different direction, and then we come back together and then say what we saw? And then you
Yeah,
then
sure.
you say what we saw. All right. That's what Parn suggests we do, and I guess we all do that.
So you guys, overall, you guys each saw bunches of dead bodies. Few of you saw each other and ran into each other and came, your paths met in the labyrinth. You found a bunch of gems, but upon closer inspection, actually picking them up and looking at them, any of you guys could tell that they were actually fake.
So little plastic toy gem things.
Or like
Well, not
glass.
plastic,
glass.
not plastic, but not actual gems.
Yeah, like glass.
Plastic doesn't exist yet. It's
Basically,
Is a future.
basically glass costume jewelry is what we saw.
Yes.
Did we see any bodies?
Yeah, you saw a lot of dead skeletons.
How many of them
Was
paper
there
mache?
any equipment on any, or were they all picked clean?
I mean, there was like some clothes, but nothing, no actual equipment.
All right. Well, this place is barren. There doesn't appear to be anything dangerous. What do you guys think? I think we can safely
Yeah.
head out of town now.
I think we can leave. I'd prefer to get out of here. I climb up the rope.
Before we leave, Parn goes to the spot Montaro killed the Lich, and he wants to say a quiet thank you, and then he heads back to the exit.
Some of this is a very stereotypical Japanese voice. Oh, why you do that? I was sleeping.
You see the Force goes to Montaro. He nods. No. Say your thank you, and you guys head up.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
I think we should just head out of town. But does anyone want to go report back to Dave that everything appears safe?
I
hang
feel
on.
we should just go.
1 second. Once everyone is out, I'm gonna pull the lever back and try and close it. Does it close?
Wait. Parn's gonna tell you to wait as he pulls his grappling hook and rope out so he can put it back in his bag.
All right.
Scary.
I push it back so it opens.
No, I pulled that up before you pulled it.
All right, so I pull it to like close it. Does the floor close or?
Yeah, you hear like groaning throughout the dungeon, but it closes.
I don't
Are
think
you?
this
Parn's
seems-
gonna look at Rogar and say, "Are you about to break that lever?"
I don't know how many times this thing can open or close. Do you think we should just break it or just leave? Yeah, you know, just
No.
leave.
No, I'd say break it and then just let's go.
All right, as it's closed, I'm okay. Like basically, like how the lever, like forward and back. That's how you'd like open and close it, right?
Yeah, up and down.
I'm gonna do like a good side pull to like break it. Want me to do a strength
Give me
check?
a strength check. Yeah. Okay. You do a good side, and kind of bends a little bit, but it doesn't break.
I come and assist Babby Man. And
You're taking a -2 penalty to strength for the rest of today. So like, as you just as your muscles just go, oh god no!
I've been in the box too long.
You put a
Oh
lot
god,
of
my back!
force- You put a lot of force in that push, and the lever put a lot more resistance back than you were expecting.
All right, Parn's gonna do something stupid, but he just saw the big strong man basically almost break his own arms trying to do this. Parn's gonna power up his new magical fists. He's gonna just pop the lever and try to break it. Like he's just gonna
This is our new encounter. Lever.
He's
The
gonna
lever
try
defeats
to
the
break
wall.
the lever.
Has managed to resist Rogar and Sovig's attack and give Sovig a -2 to his strength rolls for the end of the.
I mean, that's still a +1 at the end of the day, but
17 to hit.
Okay, you successfully hit the lever.
Do your damage.
Do your damage.
6 points of damage.
Okay, the lever bends more. Your hand hurts now.
Okay.
Fucking punch it
How far?
again.
How far down is it? Can I like start jumping on it to try and break it further?
Oh,
No, no. It's
Flux.
it's like light switch level, bud. You're not.
do you even want me to roll to hit, or can I just roll damage?
Just do damage again.
I turn to Gideon and I say, I'm leaving. I'll let these idiots keep doing this.
I hit max damage on the lever.
Okay, it's bent at pretty much a 90-degree angle now.
Good. Good. Fuck it.
Can it function?
Yeah. In fact, it feels like it's more easily to function now that there's a bigger handle to move it.
Oh my god! Fuck it!
Fuck it. I'm just.
You need to put a bit more force to make it move now, since you've got less torque. But you know.
All right, no. All right, done.
Fuck it.
It's not
We're
worth it. They're gonna
done.
seal it up
Fuck it.
anyways.
Fuck it.
Your hands
I'll
are
spit
bright-
acid on
your-
it. I'll spit
Your
acid.
hands are bright red right now, Parn.
Are they glowing? Do they produce
I
light?
chuckle at the marvelous display of stupidity before me.
I'm gonna
This should be
then walk up to him
entertaining.
and say, look, they're gonna put a gate on it. But everyone who's ever been a child knows a gate just means, hey, let's go in. I'm trying my best not to have these kids end up falling into that pit we just explored.
At that point, Wally just kind of looks over and says, "A gate to a child should mean do not enter." That is what it always meant in my childhood.
I just look at part and go, then why didn't you just leave it open?
He has a point.
Point.
It seemed like a
Alright,
good
well-
idea at the time to break the lever.
Whatever. Parn's just gonna go, alright, well, that was fun. Let's go to Artfield now.
So, Flux, how far am I away to our field? I'm still walking. I probably already left the
You
building
may
at this
outside
point.
the hole. You may outside the hole. You're starting to walk.
Alright.
You're not good with navigation's on, so you're not really sure which you just picked a direction.
Do you want me to roll?
Yeah, give me an intelligence check.
We all reached there. Wonder where Sarah is. Cuts to Sarah. She's like in the far south, discovered a whole new landmass.
Sarah's
What's going
Sarah's
on?
up in the north. There's Vikings and war going on. How did I get here?
Okay,
I'm just worried Sarah's
pray
gonna
to my
end up at
God.
the Tower of fucking Sorcery while we're all out at Artfield. We're like, where the fuck's Sarah? I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
that's an 18.
Okay, so you're like, okay, the sun's there. Was that okay? So our field's gonna be that way. So you head off towards our field.
All right.
Alright.
What are we doing? What are we doing? We still over at the lever? Is the
No,
thing
No, we left.
already
closed right now?
left. We're heading towards Artfield as well.
Did you guys leave it open or closed?
Open.
Okay. So when you guys reopened it for the last time to leave, it groaned again and opened up just a small amount. If I were to describe it, it would be enough for a person's body to fall in, but not enough for the head to follow suit. But, it's open now for you.
Okay, whatever.
Wait, and
Alright,
not enough
we're
for the.
heading to Artfield as well. Do we catch up to Sarah or not?
I mean, yeah, you guys catch up to Sarah.
Considering at least two of us have a faster movement speed than she does.
Oh yeah, I've got 50 movement speed.
And I got 40.
Oh,
so.
shit.
What is your movement speed anyway?
Oh, mine?
Like, in general, or like
Yeah, it's asking.
specific?
It's asking like what Sarah's move speed was.
Oh, just
Okay.
30.
30. Yeah, it's 30. Same for me.
Should just be
So
30.
you can
Yeah.
catch up with Sarah. Now, Rogar and Gideon are left behind and walking on their own.
That's why we're going to catch up to Sarah and be like, slow your roll. We're going to wait for them.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna Sarah. We left. Let's wait for the other two. Then we'll continue on. Okay. I
I'll slow down.
understand.
I turn, and I start walking backwards. This will slow my movement speed down.
Yeah.
Sarah, I don't know what happened to you during the games, but you're a lot.
Slowly start getting for my hand axe. I believe they're possessed.
Sarah, could you not scare our new companions by being silly? That'd be nice.
Fine. I twist around and I sit down on the ground and I wait.
Thank you, Sarah.
Right. I imagine like in a couple minutes we catch up.
No, you should have caught up with us like in a minute. If everyone's walking, if we're walking, Sarah had what, a minute, maybe two head start. It's fine.
You probably could have still seen me.
All right, so how we want
5
to do?
hours later.
I think we need to establish who's going to be on watch at night, and then just say we travel to Artfield. What do you guys
I'm going to say right now, probably not Sigvaldi.
No, Parn basically all we need is someone to cover for 4 hours for Parn. And then Parn takes all the other shifts.
I can take I have night dark vision. I can do the 4 hours.
Alright. Well, that's what we do. Parn will be late night morning shift, and Sarah will be your first shift. Alright. Flux, do you want us to make any rolls as we travel to Artfield?
Yeah, let's do. So each person doing a shift, give me a roll. It'll be just a perception roll for the first day.
Okay.
15.
Give me a second.
Are you first shift, second shift, or third shift? So,
I'm second, third, fourth. I'm everything but first shift.
3 shifts, but
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you say first shift. I thought you said everyone who took a shift.
damn is on.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, is that everyone for the first night?
Yep.
Okay. So the first night goes by rather uneventful. Parn, just as dawn's breaking and and it's the tail end of the third shift, you hear a sound through like the bushes to the north.
I'm gonna make an active perception check to see what it is.
Net 20, net 20, net 20, net 20.
23.
It sounds like neighing.
Like what?
Like neighing.
Like a horse?
Yes. It sounds like horse sounds.
I'm gonna shake Rogar awake. I'm gonna tell him, I need you to watch. I gotta go check something out real quick.
Alright, what do you need me to watch?
Watch the camp. I hear a
Alright.
sound to the north. I'm gonna check it out.
Okay.
If you hear me scream, wake everybody up. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna do a move silently check.
I like that you said if you hear me scream, not if you hear me call or signal. No, it's if you hear me scream.
Okay. You stealthily slip through the underbrush.
Alright. Yeah. And what do I find?
So you actually push through the bushes and find that you guys are actually kind of on like a little plateau area, and that there's a bit of a not like a huge drop, but like maybe 2 stories drop, and then it's kind of like flatlands out.
Yeah.
And you actually see like a herd of horses, like maybe 20, 30 horses, kind of grazing.
All right, I'm gonna move back to the group. Would everyone have gotten enough rest not to suffer exhaustion by now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak back. I'm gonna pop next to Rogar. I'm gonna tell him, Rogar, get everybody up.
Alright, I'll get him up.
Quiet. There is a good herd of horses to the north. If we can get them, we could get traveling quicker.
Sounds good.
No.
Why?
If they're wild, they need to be broken in.
I mean, we can do animal. I think you can do animal checks just to use them one time.
Yeah,
I mean,
you'd be good for one ride. The moment you get off.
Yeah, they'll go back, but anything to make this go
I
fast.
got -1 to that, so I don't know how well that's going to work out.
I mean, someone else can roll for you. I have a +3 to animal checks.
I got a 0. I'm a dice flip roll.
I know someone else in the party has good wisdom, so they should have a decent roll as well.
I have a 3 to it.
Yeah. All right.
Refresh my memory.
All right. I'm gonna have Rogar get everyone ready. Get up. I'm gonna give him my mess kit if he wants to try to make something. I think Sarah and me should go try and get a couple of horses. What do you guys think?
Sounds good. I get everybody up, and what kind of roll would you make to make breakfast?
Survival.
What's your animal handling, Sarah? What's your animal handling, Rogar or Parn?
I have a 3 to it.
I have a
I'm
3
not
as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys have a basic enough understanding that you're at best you're each going to be able to get 1 horse. There's no way you're bringing back a group of them.
This may not be workable, Sarah. Should we just continue traveling on foot? Or should we go ahead and...
We should. No point of just one of us having a horse. So
No, if we can only get enough for 2 of us.
No, what I'm saying is you're not going to be able to send 2 people and come back with 5.
Right. So we would all have to go.
2 people are going to be able to come back with 2 horses.
Would we be able to, as long as they're there, would we be able to make the animal handling checks for our companions?
I mean, you could kind of tell your companions what to kind of do.
Okay. Well, I think it's worth the risk. We should go back to camp and tell everyone we've spotted the horses. Unfortunately, we're going to need all of them to see if we can get them.
All right. And I rolled a 22 for making breakfast.
Okay, you make a decent breakfast, but it's still a small game.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you're rather sick of that by now.
Well, I did as best as I could.
I mean, you're adventurers. As long as it's edible and you can survive the day, that's what it comes down to.
Yep.
So I'm gonna recommend it. All right. So how's the plains? Is it like a little valley, or is it all?
It's like a
open?
little valley of flatland that kind of opens. You're kind of on like a little plateau overlooking it, and then there's kind of like a little base of the flatland.
I guess I'm asking, is it a box canyon they're in right now? Can we like stand at the entrance and stop them from going through if we need
No,
to?
it is not that small. They could.
Okay.
They have a bunch of areas they could go.
Okay. All right. So I think our best bet is to have Sarah and me go first. See if we can calm the horses, and then have the rest of you try to come in.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause no offense, but I think I should probably come in last, because I think they'd be scared of me.
All right, so
No more than other creatures.
Do some guidance.
all right,
What was that, Flux?
No more than they would be scared of other creatures.
okay.
Okay, let's give this a
I'm
shot.
gonna do my animal handling check. Sarah will do his as we walk towards the horses.
Okay. Give me your checks and tell me how we're doing this.
As I'm with my weapons off, I'm going to, as carefully as what's the word I'm looking for? Non-threatening as possible, walk to the horse and see if it will let me interact. What about you, Sarah?
Second verse, same as the first. Try to be non-threatening. See how far we can get.
Not good. 5.
Ooh, so
Well, this failed.
man, I rolled a 1. Well, I got the +3 to it, so I did slightly better, but
No, you did worse. You got a 4. I got a 5.
well, I have +3,
Oh yeah, so you got a 7.
so that worked. Didn't.
So you guys slowly start walking up. Oh, cool. Just everything's peaceful. Don't worry. Sarah kicks a small little. Sarah walks by a tree and accidentally hits a bee's nest, which falls on the ground. The bees storm out over both of you guys. You all proceed to immediately shriek as the bees start stinging you, which alerts the horses, and they just all start running right through you guys. I'm gonna need a reflex check for you guys to get out of the way.
All of us, or just those two?
Yeah, how much damage do they take from the bees?
And by the way, you guys back at the camp hear the shrieks.
I rush forward to see what's going on.
You get a very good look at what's about to happen from the plateau.
Yep.
Oh, is that a dex?
Yeah, a dex save.
A dex save.
I look down and go, well, this ought to be fun.
Oh dear.
Sarah!
God damn it! Again!
You are a fucking klutz. First it's running into pillars, now it's...
There's treason now.
Okay, Neotag, you managed to move out of the way, and you barely get, kind of nicked by one of the horses. Take 1 point of damage. Sarah!
What about the bee stings?
We'll deal with that, Red. Sarah jumps, and her foot gets caught in a little knot hole in the ground, falls to the ground.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Bard's prepping his last potion of
You
healing.
take four things of bludgeoning damage as a bunch of horses just run right over you.
Oh, could have been worse.
You feel you've pulled your leg or your ankle.
Ugh.
So you're taking a -2 to your dex until you -2 to dex and a -10 to movement until you get that fixed.
Okay, once the pain has lessened a little bit.
Look at the Oregon Trail, guys.
God, it's the Oregon Trail.
Bard's gonna walk over to Sarah once the horses are gone. He's going to use.
You
I'm gonna
both
just
take,
do a bit.
both take 2 damage of bee stings.
Okay.
I'm gonna do as carefully as possible. Let's just slide a hand, and I'm going to try and remove Sarah's foot from the knot hole.
Okay. Sure, make that roll.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
Wait. What are you
God.
doing?
20.
Okay.
Okay.
Sarah, you look down and Neo waves his hands. He's kind of showing his hands. He's got nothing up his sleeves. He moves his hands over your ankle. Nothing happened. He moves his hands together and then over your ankle, and your ankle's out of the knot hole. You didn't even see him do it, but it's gone. Your ankle's not good. I mean, it still hurts like hell, and you don't feel like you can walk, but it's out of the knot hole. And it's rather amazing. You feel compelled to clap.
Okay.
I don't know what the skill is to carefully touch something.
I mean, just
feels
get it out of the knot hole. The only
Yeah.
reason a knot hole would have been a problem is because she had to quickly move and didn't realize it was in that far and got caught. It's
well,
not
the
hey, move
point
it out
of
of
it
the puzzle.
was the point was to do it as carefully as possible so I don't hurt her further.
You didn't hurt her at all. You put on a rather good magic show for her.
Thank you, Pyre. I reach into my pack and I.
Don't,
Would
you're
that be a
a
medicine
medic.
check?
Can you take care of this?
Medicine check.
Okay, I bring out a healer's kit and I apply it to my pulled leg, and I.
Yeah, does that mean you get advantage on medicine checks?
Do a medicine check for me.
Dean.
Okay. You kind of set the ankle, and you feel like it would probably be good in maybe a day or two, but you're gonna have to kind of keep weight off of it for those
Okay.
days.
Okay.
I'm gonna motion for Rogar and Savati to come here.
All right. Do you want us to like a athletics check or something to climb
No,
down?
the horses are gone. You guys can just walk up to us now. You saw us get hurt, and you're standing up there laughing as we're down here like, oh wow, that failed.
He's back in the camp, rolling on the ground, just laughing.
It's like a rodeo circus.
It is.
All right, we head down.
Alright,
At least I do.
Bees are gone. Bees seem to have been dispersed by the horses.
You'll wanna. I think Sarah's gonna need some help walking. Unfortunately, you couldn't get the horses, as you saw.
I need one of you big strong men to carry me.
Sigval,
Sure.
you'll go pick her up.
Oh, my hero.
Alright, I think we should continue moving. Unfortunately, we couldn't get faster transportation.
It was worth a shot.
Gideon shrugs and goes, "Well, it was worth the entertainment."
I'm glad you were entertained.
Here through Sunday through Thursday.
Or not well, are you?
No, it hurts a lot.
Alright, so we're just gonna travel on foot. Do you want us in any rolls or
Yeah. Make some. I'm assuming you guys are doing the same kind of watches and rests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 2 more watches.
Um,
two more nights worth of rotations of perception checks.
question. Like, roughly what time would, like, say, first watch be? Would that, like, be, like, 8 to midnight or something?
First watch would be around. It would be about like 8 to. I think watches are broken down into.
I think they're broken into 4-hour
they're-
segments over the night.
Yeah,
No,
they're
they're not. They're...
I worked this out one time, and I forget how it. I think they're broke. Yeah, I think they are broken down into 4s. Because it's about a half a day of travel and a half a day of rest.
Okay.
So yeah, it'd be 6 to 10, and then 10 to 2, then 2 to 6, or sorry, 2 to. No, that doesn't work either. Yeah, it does. 2 to 6.
Right.
You guys have enough time for like dinner and some rest time, and then sleep.
Travel again.
Yeah.
It's assumed you rest a bit every day of travel. You're not just constantly travel, eat, sleep. All right. Sarah, me rolled.
Okay. Yeah, the next two days and nights are rather uneventful. You guys
The third day, you guys actually come across a village, a small village around here.
I'm gonna tell everyone to wait, and I will go check it out. What time of day is it that we stumble upon this?
It's about maybe 11
AM or PM?
a.m.
Like, what's the overcast like?
It's kind of cloudy.
All right. Can I get? Are there like pockets of dim light around?
No, not like super dim.
Okay.
We've kind of moved from kind of a grasslands to a plains area right now.
All right. So I can't use my stealth, my teleportation ability. That's what I was after. So I'm gonna move silently. I'm gonna go check out the village, see what condition it's in. You know, do my job as a scout.
Okay. It seems like a bustling, active village. You can actually see like people. You see like carts being pulled by like horses, going through the village, getting loaded up with stuff. You see a corral with like horses and cows and goats and stuff. And
So nothing looks out of the ordinary.
No, this looks like a well-to-do kind of little trade town.
All right, I'm gonna head back to the group and say, "Hey, we've got a town we can visit and maybe resupply before we get to Artfield." Nothing appears out of the ordinary, so I think we can just walk right in.
So is Sigvald still carrying me, or am I able to walk without problems?
I think that's up to you, Sigvaldi.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's just carrying you until you said otherwise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you admit it. I think you.
I think, does Sarah want to still be carrying?
Probably.
Muscly man.
By this
That
big
is
giant
shame.
muscly man who every now and then Sarah gets immediately dropped to the ground as he goes back into the box.
Oh,
Yeah, when that happens, I
Sigvaldi's going,
carry her.
Sorry about this. And then you say,
It's always right before she's about to pay him a compliment or something.
"You're not great.
This
I
means a
got
lot. Wrong.
all right.
I'm gonna
Oh,
take
you're
my
really
leg.
strong. Oh, and you're gone.
24. How's my?
You're good.
Okay.
All right. So we walk into town. What's the reaction?
The town gets a lot when you walk into town. The town gets a lot quieter, and everyone's still doing their business. But you notice that all eyes are kind of on you, kind of looking at you. Not
Is there-
noticeably looking at you, but they're glancing at you every now and
Is
then.
there
sure
a
I'm keeping
town
that
guard
insignia.
or something?
Yeah. There seems to be some some people in like guard outfits, but they don't seem to be stopping you or anything. They're just
I
kinda
walk up
watching
to
you.
the
Sure.
guard. Hello. We're traveling from. God, what was it called? Trium.
Trium.
We're traveling from Trium. What's the name of this town? It's not on our map.
Looks at you for a few seconds. Can I get a diplomacy check from you, Neo?
Oh God.
Do you want me to assist you, Neil?
Oh yes, that'd probably be very helpful.
Can we both
since I
do
have a
diplomacy?
negative. No. If you assist, I think you give me a +2. I'm not sure how help works.
Yeah, you give him +2.
Right, so that's a +1 then. Okay, here we go. 17.
Okay. He kind of looks at you for a few seconds, and then you note that his shoulders go back down. He seemed rather very tense before. You guys are travelers, right? Is what you just said?
Yes, we were participating in the games, and our task was to free the town of Trium from a lich. We were successful, and when we went back, they said we could keep these orbs, and the orbs teleport us to Terrace Mendal or Trium, and
But you're not.
we went to Trium.
You're not Imperials, though, right?
Oh no.
Do I look like an Imperial?
Well, our home base is in Highmore. In fact, that's
Why would
where we're
I?
headed.
Why would I be anything to do with the Imperials? Making sure that insignia is still in my
We-
pocket.
Hold on, wait. Imperial or Empire?
Imperials. You're not from the Tower of Sorcery, right?
Oh no,
No.
no, we're not
Also
from the Tower of
Tower
Sorcery.
No,
I thought you were another raiding party.
Have they
You
been?
seem like it would be
I'm a-
very polite for a raiding party.
I'm a fellow citizen of the Empire, wandering around the world, but no, the Tower of Sorcery can go fuck itself.
Sigval's gonna kind of do like the slow people's eyebrow look again.
Yeah, Parn is looking back
So
at
this
you
is
like,
the Family Guy bit where Stewie just kind of slowly turns his head.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm picturing.
Parn's gonna do the exact same look
As
at him
they
like,
do this, the man's eyes slowly squint at you.
I apologize for him. We
I
rescued
shrug
him.
and go, I'm a traveling performer. My place of birth has no bearing on my antics.
I turn to the guard and I tell him he's joined us recently. His entire group got killed in the games, and we rescued him from an ogre. He suffered some memory loss. Roll what?
Troll.
Troll. We
It was a
rescued
troll.
a troll. Sorry, we rescued him from a troll who was trying to eat him. We've been traveling with him. He's proven to be valuable. He has not done anything threatening to us. I would appreciate it if you would not let his place of birth color what you think of him.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's not like we could do anything if that you wanted to take more people. What you guys said you came from Trium. Where are you heading?
We're heading to Highmore. That's where our base of operations. We're an adventuring group out of there.
Oh, okay. Gee, you guys are quite a ways off.
Yes, unfortunately, Trium is the only place this orb teleports to, and that's the only way we were able to get out of the Empire and back to the free country.
Well, I mean, if you guys need a place to rest, Lindefell is always open to explore to travelers. There's a nice little inn to the northern part of town, or you can go to one of the ranches and get some horses. Maybe that'll get you guys up to Highmore quicker.
That'd be great. We had a comical event.
Yeah, I can tell from your friend. Still got kind of a hoof mark on her head.
Yeah. About 3 days ago, we tried to collect some wild horses. It didn't go well, unfortunately.
Everybody's tried that at least once. Don't worry, you're not alone.
Well, I appreciate it. As long as there's no issue, we will gladly go to the inn. We have been traveling for quite a few days. It'd be nice to sleep in a bed instead of on the ground. And also, you wouldn't happen to have a general store or anything like that we could restock at?
Yeah, there's Carter's Goods. That's frankly right next to the inn that you could go to.
Oh, thank you. You have been most kind.
You're welcome. Word to the wise, I don't know about you adventurer types, but if you head up north a bit further, be careful about casting any magic. It gets weird up there.
How so?
How so?
I mean, I can't explain more than it just gets weird. Things randomly happen when you cast magic.
All magic? I am a monk of the shadows. I produce magical effects, but I don't quite use it. Would that also be?
Pardon, you feel like that went through one ear and out the other.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. We don't have monks down here.
Fair enough.
Magic safe. Performing magic is safe here, though, right?
Yeah, no, here we're good. But if you anything further than like maybe half a day's north, and things get wonky.
What about Artfield? Do you know?
Our field's out. Our field's good, but
Okay.
frankly, anything closer to the Tower of Sorcery than about more than a half day.
You know what?
Things get weird.
Pun's gonna, sir. I'm willing to pay you for this, but if you would help, I pull out my map. Can you kind of point me in a good route to take to Highmore from here? To avoid the, weird magic and all that you've talked about.
I mean, just head straight to our field. Continue up to Hill North. Hillnor's got a bridge that crosses over the river into town, so you can go through there into Hillnor, then just skirt the mountains, stay out of that blight area up next to Highmore, and then you should be good by then. I assume you guys know the Highmore area.
Yes.
Oh yes, we've been there for quite a little while now.
It'll probably take you the better part of 20 days or so, if you don't get waylaid or anything.
Do you imagine the horses will speed that up?
Yeah. The horses probably, I don't, depends on what horse you get, but they'll probably knock it down maybe 11, 12 days.
All right. Oh, thank you. I know you didn't ask for any payment, but you have been most kind, and I hand him a
You did just
gold
offer
coin.
me payment to.
What?
I mean,
Yes.
not to be rude or anything, but you did just say you'd pay me for me to tell you how to get to.
Yeah,
Ireland.
okay.
You did.
I give him 5 gold.
Okay, thank you, sir. And the pockets the 5 gold.
Someone might have just overpaid for that.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I mean, not for nothing. He has been most kind, and we are strangers in an area that's constantly being attacked. Parn also tends to overpay because he doesn't have a full grasp of what money's worth. Okay, I don't
There's
know. if
also this little
anyone's-
thing at the top of the screen that just says Valdi will remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, thank you. We'll go check out the inn, and I do think we will try to get some horses. Hope you have a good day.
You too.
Flux, I head towards the inn and barter my services for a night's stay.
Okay. Give me a. So you walk into the inn. It's a rather busy inn. I mean, not.
Because that's part that's
It's
that's
yeah, I know.
part of my
I know.
my
We're
feature.
role-playing, right? I know. It's not. I mean, not compared to the inns you've been to. It's not as busy as most cosmopolitan imperial inns, metropolitan imperial inns, but it's rather lively. You see a bartender kind of tending the bar. Everyone kind of looks at you as you walk in, but they don't seem to care that much now that you're inside the inn. So you're standing there.
I approach the bartender and inquire about my room and board for my services.
You wanna what are you good at?
Storytelling. Everyone can use a good story.
Storytelling.
With aid of magic, of course.
He kind of quiets down when you say magic. We'll take storytelling. Don't do the magic. But how many rooms do you need? Depends on how many rooms you need and how good are your stories.
Oh, just for me.
I mean, just one man for one room, one full room for you.
Yeah.
I guess we can do that. We got enough little empty rooms. I'm gonna need you down here for most of the night telling stories, and then you can rest.
Not a
But-
problem.
Then you'll get the room for free. Doing it for one night. I assume you don't got enough stories for anything longer.
Oh, I got plenty of stories, but a lot of them do require aid of my magics in order to actually be more entertaining. But all I need is one night.
Okay. You do one thing in that magic and you're out of here. You understand?
Not a problem.
All right, Parn and I
Everyone
assume
else?
everyone else. Parn's gonna tell Rogar that he's going to go check on the horses
All right.
and give him, I guess, 10 gold, and
Okay.
say, "I'm sure this is more than enough to get me a room for the night. If there's leftover, please pay for the rest of the group."
Okay.
And Parn's gonna go check out the ranch.
I go to the innkeeper. So how much for rooms for the night?
How many rooms do you need?
Let's see. Room
Four.
for 4 people.
For 4 people, we could either fit you all in one room, or we could do 2 rooms for 2 people each.
Hmm. So what do you want to do, Sarah? 2 for 2, or?
Let's do 2 for 2.
All right, 2 for 2.
Okay. Normally that'd come to around a gold total, but there's a special event going on. We got a storyteller in town, so our rooms are a bit pricier. That'd be about a gold and 5 silver.
Okay, so I hand over 3 gold.
No, for the whole thing.
Oh, for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I
I
hand
mean,
him
I'll
a...
take your 3 gold, but
Okay,
don't expect to get anything more than those 2 rooms.
so I hand him the gold and a half. The 1 gold and 5 silver.
Okay, he takes it, he pockets it. Yeah, those you get the room up on the top, second floor, all the way on the left, and the one right next to that.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Now comes the $1,000,000 question: Who's Sarah gonna share a room with?
Probably, it's either going to be Parn or Rogar, because she knows him the longest.
The arms of Sigval and like, carry me to my room.
Sigmund's just like, ha.
Rogar gives the stink eye.
Like we muscly Nordmen. Reminds me of home.
We have been clearly she's got a thing about not wanting to be with Scales. That's understandable. And Parn's too spindly. So
Parn's kind of a dick, so I can fully understand her not wanting to be with Parn. Don't.
Freya's got some tenets for hairy men.
I like how
Gideon,
we have
Gideon
this-
just has his own thing he does whenever he travels. So yeah.
I like how we have Sarah. We have found Sarah's fucking type, and it's Sigvaldi.
it's whoever the big muscly not scale person is.
I have to imagine part of this attraction is the fact she knows she can put you in a box and carry you around.
God damn it! I was drinking with that.
Literally a pocket boyfriend.
She like
Boyfriend in a box.
yeah, she takes it from Red Fox. She's like, "This is mine now," and she just walks off.
Rogar goes
Oh,
to a
yeah.
bar and
Bobby
drinks.
just goes with it. All right.
All right.
Is there a bar in the inn?
Take the rooms.
Yes.
What do I find at the ranch, if you don't mind?
You could go to the one of the nearby ranch. There's a large corral, a few men outside the corral, and a rather sizable house right next to the ranch.
All right, I walk up and knock on the door to the house.
Come in.
Hello, my name is Parn. We are travelers. There's 5 of us. We are trying to get to Highmore. One of your town guard told us we could get some horses here, and it would speed up our travel.
Yeah, we sell horses here. I mean, what kind of horses you need? We got big ones, we got fast ones, we got small ones, we got little
Well, we're
ponies.
kind of in a hurry, so fast would be the best for us.
Well, how far are you going? She looks at a map of the free. I mean, fast are good, but fast would probably get you our field before they run out. You're probably gonna want one of the kind of bigger, stronger ones that are good for long distances.
Good. I welcome any advice. What would it cost to get 5 horses?
I mean, I assume you're not bringing them back, right?
Unfortunately, no, we would not
So you're
be.
gonna want to buy 5 horses. Kind of does math in her head. For 5 horses, just to buy, it'd probably run you about maybe 30 gold.
You know what? Your town has been so kind, and this has been great. I'd hand him 50 gold. I am more than happy to overpay.
I'm a woman.
Sorry, her. I pay her 50 gold.
She can also apparently read internal monologues.
Yeah, I know.
She's
I'm-
aware.
Are we sure
Yeah,
this is
she's
not
psychic.
psychic?
I'm like, Barnes a little taken back.
She was
by
born
this,
with the
and like,
gift of self-awareness.
Yeah.
Diamond.
Can you read my thoughts?
She puts her finger up to her mouth and makes a shushing motion.
Well,
I mean,
well,
I don't-
ma'am.
It's more than we need for the horses, but I can throw in some food for the horses for that.
I'd
Get
appreciate
you
it.
enough to get you up there. It'll probably take you maybe 12 days. I can get you 12 days worth of food for the horses. It's gonna have to load those horses up good. I hope you guys aren't planning on carrying anything large other than that.
Most of everything we have is about what I'm carrying now. We don't have a cart or any big equipment.
Well, then you should be good. Yeah. Go out to the crowd and talk to the biggest guy over there, the big dragonborn named Cletus. He should get you 5 of the horses.
All right, thank you very much. Did you say Dragonborn?
Yeah.
All right, I will. Can I be right back? I actually have a Dragonborn companion, and he's interested in meeting others of his kind. If
Okay.
I'll be back for the 5 horses. He and the rest of my group went to the inn to get rooms for the night.
Sure.
All right.
What's your passive perception?
All right. It's 16.
As you walk off, you hear the old lady shout out, "Hey, Cletus, be ready! Some weirdo's grabbing his friend to come out and get some horses with him. He thinks apparently you guys are buds because he knows another Dragonborn. Careful about that."
Look, I just want to check and see. The only one
have a
I
black
know
friend
of.
here who would like to meet you too.
Look, you have
Other black
made it
people.
clear, Flux. You have made it clear that Dragonborn are rare. So Parn's just thinking maybe there's a connection here. I don't know, but Parn just thought, what's the harm?
Or you're also making this Dragonborn who's fit into a village feel like a weirdo.
Sorry. I head back to
this
the
oddity. Let me bring my other freak friend to meet him.
You know what? Guess what? This is Parn. He doesn't. My personality is I place no stock in wealthy or well-mannered folk.
That is
Okay.
neither of these. This is you.
Yeah.
I
That
am
does not cover this
socially
here.
awkward. Fine. All right. I go get Rogar and I ask him if he'd like to come and help me with the horses.
Like, I think you've been,
Sure.
you've
Tell him
been
about
more
Cletus.
respectful to the wealthy
Right.
and the well-mannered that we've met than anyone else.
I know it's weird, but I also have been dicks whenever they've tried to throw money in in my face.
Except for that Orsini guy. He seemed okay what happened to that whole dragon thing.
Oh yeah, he seemed Parn was very cautious of Orsini at the bar, but he earned his trust.
Somewhere that
and
goes
was
to
like-
Montaro, I still think he has a point.
I go
I'm
to
interested
Rogar and
in
ask
my-
him if he'd like to join me.
Check on
Sure.
my candle business when you get back to town.
All right. I'll follow.
Okay.
What is-
Rogar's, you're a bit tipsy now, Rogar, but you managed to stumble out and follow part of the ranch.
Mm-hmm.
It's maybe getting dusk setting on the village now when you guys get out there finally.
All right.
All right.
Well, we are here for the horses. Well, we'll be here for them in the morning, but I just wanted to check and make sure they get a good look at them.
The Dragonborn looks at you and nods. He whistles. Oh fuck.
I want to do a
slap
passive
horses a little bit.
perception check. I mean, I want to do a perception check
On what?
on his eyes.
Okay.
What?
13.
Yeah, a nice shade of brown.
I'm trying to see if he has one of the special eyes. That's what I was trying to do. All right, no. I had a hunch, and it turned out not to be a hunch. Okay, that's all that happened here.
The perception also notes that you note that Cletus doesn't seem too quick on the draw.
Oh.
He seems rather slow and ponderous as he calls the horses over and leads you over to him. These are the horses you bought.
Thank you. Do they appear to be big enough for everybody? Rogar is one of the bigger ones in the group. I know Sigvaldi is a little bit bigger, but that's another reason I brought Rogar to make sure
Right.
these horses are stout enough to carry our biggest people.
Okay.
They should be good to fit the Dragonborn.
All right.
All right.
Well, Rogar, thank you for your help, and we
All right.
will be coming for the horses in the morning. They'll be ready by then, correct?
I mean, what time? Or we can get them ready for you by noon.
That'll be fine. We will happily. We're going to do a little shopping in town in the morning, so we will just kill time until noon. Then I appreciate this.
Okay.
I leave.
Cleus watches you leave.
Mm-hmm. I tipsily follow Parn.
Cleus goes back to kind of standing on. Cleus takes the horses back to the barn and kind of shuts it up. And you guys head back into town. We doing anything else?
No, just gonna go to sleep till morning.
Just drink and go to sleep and
I'll drink and go to sleep.
There's
What
a
happened
very
to-
interesting storyteller at the inn.
Right, we driving time for the storyteller.
I go downstairs and I get some food and I want to listen to the storyteller.
You listen to the storyteller that raised your price. Okay.
Yeah, the companion in the party who decided to go off on his own.
Let's
and
roleplay
there's
that,
pay
right?
more.
What's your story?
Wait, does Parn?
This is a bad story.
Does Parn?
It's clearly minimalist.
Whoa.
Is he doing
When
something
Parn
with his
walks up-
hands? I can't see.
Yeah. Red, are you here?
Yeah?
Tell a story. Make a performance roll. Do something.
It's all just part of my feature.
He's just sitting there.
I tell a story.
Your performance check, bud.
I don't have to. That's part of the feature.
Just do the performance check. It's a measurement of how good your story is.
Make some effort into this, man.
I secretly cast guidance on him right before he makes this check.
All right.
I'm gonna need a sleight of hand from you, Sarah.
Yeah, no, that's probably not a good idea.
Sarah, I'm gonna need a sleight of hand.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
All right, fine.
You're gonna get me in trouble.
No, Sarah, you said you cast
Yeah,
guidance.
no, you have set the wheel.
You're gonna get me in trouble, asshole.
Bart's just standing back and watching this train wreck and like thinking, Sarah, why are you always in the middle of all our train wrecks?
With passive perception, you know that Sarah starts doing a. Okay, Gaines putting on a rousing tale, and Parn, you notice with passive perception that Sarah starts doing hand motions for the guidance spell. You also note that the innkeeper seems to have noticed this and is currently talking with two burly men at the bar who turn around and start walking towards Sarah.
I'm gonna interrupt the two men. I'm gonna try to stop them.
Who are you?
I am Parn.
With my passive perception, do I notice what Sarah's doing and can grab her?
If any of you have a passive perception over 6, you know what Sarah's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
no,
you
I'm
have
just
a
gonna
passive
quietly
perception
just kind of
over 11,
put
you
my
know.
hand over her hands and just shake my head.
My friend there is a cleric. She's just she likes to help people. We've stopped it. I would not like to escalate this. Okay?
Give me a diplomacy check.
Oh, God damn it. We're gonna fucking be sleeping in the woods again.
Good.
You're gonna fight this
Yeah.
whole town and make them give up their prejudices.
I'm still at a bar. I'm still drinking.
You did this one time. Mr. Larzo sees it happen again, and you're out of this village.
I understand.
And then go back to the bar and kind of sit back down.
Okay. Parn's gonna walk over to Sarah and he's gonna say as quietly as he can, "No more magic."
About this time, Gideon finishes his rousing tale about the dragon, the bear, and the jar of mayonnaise. And the bar kind of disperses for the night.
And
I
that's
wanna
why an
do
alchemical
it.
jug always makes mayonnaise.
I want to do an insight check. Does no? How is that what I do? If I want to feel no, never mind.
Well, they don't have sense motive.
Tell me what check I'll give you.
Parn's trying to figure out if he feels like the story was enough to increase the price.
You weren't even there for the
Yes, I was.
negotiations.
No, he
No,
wasn't.
you weren't.
No,
weren't
you
there to
weren't.
negotiate.
You went out for horses.
Yeah, you went to the horses. You gave.
Oh,
you gave
okay.
Ray
So I
that
don't
money.
know. All right. No. Oh, all right. No. Okay. Fine. Parn
It'd be a
doesn't do that,
personal
okay.
thing. That's not the AA.
Yeah, I
thing
know.
could go for.
That's why I was second guessing it. All right.
Let's take a quick break there, and then
Okay.
come back in like 5 minutes.
Come back to us leaving the town or shopping.
Yeah,
we'll come back up at morning. Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't think we can get anything magical in this town. That seems to be a big taboo. So it's just basically redoing the. Parn's gonna have to buy some more rations, and because we're down to 30 rations.
Before Gideon goes to bed himself, he checks in with Parn to see the price of the of his horse?
The horse, I've already paid for them. It was going to be 30. I paid a little bit extra and got feed. These horses will take us to Artfield, Hillmore, and take us all the way to Highmore. They are long distance horses. It should shorten our time by about 8 to 10 days.
How much do I owe?
Don't worry about it. For now, just consider it a perk of traveling with us. I tend to just not care about cost unless you feel you need to repay me. Don't worry about it.
All right, thanks. And I head off to my room to go to bed.
Who's Parn bunking with, by the way?
Me.
Rogar.
Oh, Rogar. All right.
You're gonna have to get a drunken dragonborn into his room.
Parn's used to it.
Oh my.
And I get my cushy bedroom all to myself.
Oh, and I'm wondering, what role do I have to make to actually ensure that I stay in my bed?
That's not the direction I thought you were taking. I thought I was going the other way. What role does he have to make sure I don't go in his bed?
There's a reason why Parn has a hammock now. Parn knows sooner or later this is gonna happen. What?
Drunk Randy Dragonborns?
No, he has a hammock for when everyone else decides to go to the inn. He ends up with the drunk again. Just goes outside, finds 2 trees, and sleeps under the stars.
He just doesn't want to be used as the cuddle toy by a very depressed dragonborn.
Why are you depressed?
Because a certain travel companion of him keeps just propagating the stereotypes.
Fair enough.
There's people who've come a long way, Neotag. They don't need you dragging them back down.
Look, I'm actually having a lot of fun here. I like the fact that we're spending just some time traveling.
I'm glad we don't have the pursuer boss.
Oh, I didn't expect him to be in the free country. I thought he was only going to be Parn doesn't feel like we're in danger right now. Well, we're in danger from the
giant shadow.
Yeah. Suddenly I'm covered in a giant shadow. I'm like, shit, it's time to play peekaboo because Parn can now teleport from shadow to shadow too. So it's just like two night crawlers teleporting, trying to get to each other. I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm over here. It's gonna be a weird fight when that happens later on.
Hopefully all of us are at least level 10 before that.
I think that my song on YouTube ended at the exact moment that sound started. So we gonna get those horses, or?
Well, we'll be doing so at noon tomorrow, so... I just gotta see, like, what to buy.
Unless we're gonna sit here and roleplay weird, awkward. So how are you tonight? How are you in the other room?
Yeah, might as well look in the PHB, see if there's anything worth buying.
What are we role-playing? Small talk?
Yeah, we were just small talking.
We were a minute ago. Then just get dead silent and nothing was happening. So I'm like, okay, what are we doing?
No problem. Then the role-play is done. I mean,
no.
I was
Parn
gone for 5 minutes.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. I said we were taking a break for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Red.
Shit kept happening, so I didn't realize we'd taken the break yet. It's like, are we taking this break now? Are we finishing something up? What's going on? Okay, I'm gonna go grab some water or something.
Okay.
All right.
Red, are you here?
Yeah, Red, are you here? I need to ask you something. He's not here.
How are you enjoying your adventures on the road?
Been good. It's been interesting to use skills Parn hasn't used in a while. Parn actually feels really happy to be traveling in nature again instead of stuck in a goddamn city. Also, are there any rules for changing your personality as a campaign goes on? Because I feel like
As thing goes on,
Parn's personality needs to be modified as he travels.
I always thought personality was just the guideline.
Yeah, it is. That's fair enough. I'll just leave it that then.
I'd expect someone's personality over a course of adventure is not going to be remaining the same from like point A to the end. It's going to change.
Yeah. Parnes learned that sometimes manners are a good thing, but at the same time, he's also learned from Orsini that deception is very powerful as well.
Exactly. That's a good bit of a growth right there. You'll be polite, but you'll be wary.
I think the funniest moment so far, because I'm biased, was Boyfriend in a Box. But next to that would have to be
Sarah getting trampled by a herd.
The continued adventures of Sarah Magoo.
like but it's canon now because Parn thought it and I said it out. But Parnes now looks at Sarah and realizes every time there's been a clusterfuck, Sarah, you have been in the middle of it.
Sarah is clumsy as all hell.
Yeah. With the horses, Parn suddenly realizing, wait a second, why did I think you and me should go first?
I mean, I gave a good reason. I'm a really big thing. Big things would scare him.
Like, I am very surprised that Drider didn't, like, crush me when it fell on top of me. I thought I was just gonna be pinned under there like a pancake.
You were.
Don, I'm actually I want to ask you, are you feeling okay, or are you just playing Sarah this way? Because it feels like you feel like you can't talk up to me. I mean, how do I say it? Feels like you're being meek again, and I don't like you being meek. I like Sarah being bold. And
to be fair, Sarah's design was always to be more meek, free-spirited, cracking jokes.
Fair enough, then you're doing perfect. It's just I'm used to Sarah being drunk or loud or clumsy.
Well, I can do drinks again. My character hasn't had any opportunity to refill on booze.
Fair enough.
So.
All right. Is everybody here?
Red, you back? Nope. Speaking of which, I just looked up Mr. Magoo, and apparently there's a 2010 movie called Kung Fu Magoo, and I'm now interested in that.
Yeah, okay. I heard about that one. I heard it was kind of weird, but actually kind of okay.
Like, considering Mr. Magoo's been dead since 1989, I would assume a 30-year later movie would be a bit odd, or a 20-year later movie would be a bit weird.
Oh god, I've seen pictures of it. Oh, there's a movie trailer.
I mean, they did bring back live action Magoo. This fucking what's his name?
Okay, I'm putting this in Vidya.
Leslie Nielsen.
Long.
I only remember the one with Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, Leslie Nielsen looks like a film.
I
that was in 1997.
I put the Kung Fu Magoo movie trailer in.
After that, it was 13 years till Magoo made his DVD direct-to-DVD release.
I mean, not for nothing, but they did do that giant movie with Mr. Peabody.
Yeah, Mr. Peabody, sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's the same era as Magoo, and I'm shocked to find out that
the Magoo Christmas Carol movie was pretty good.
I was shocked to find out that the Peabody movie is actually decent. Apparently, I haven't seen it myself.
Bad. Yeah, it's got Patrick Warburton as Achilles, and it's great. Hey guys, we found a smaller, more wooden horse outside of our Trojan horse. Oh, that's cool. Open it up. Oh, there's a dog and child inside of it.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought someone else had our idea? Red, you back yet? Is anybody else here besides Red? Just
I
for
am.
the record?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. God, this Kung Fu Magoo's trailer is so weird.
The fuck is Kung Fu Magoo?
Hey, Red.
Welcome back, Red. It was a trail from Sarah being Mr. Magoo into realizing the most recent Mr. Magoo thing was a 2010 Mexican animated Kung Fu Magoo.
Yeah.
Also, Red,
What?
for the performance check thing, I understand that your mechanic lets you stay for the night. It's a much less interesting story if it's just and everyone slept and what's his name entertained for the night. Then we actually will play it out.
Oh, okay, that's
You
fine.
understand where I'm coming
Whatever.
from?
Yeah, I understand.
Red.
I just wasn't prepared for that. It's like, ah.
Red, I'd like to reverse something real quick. When you came
What?
to Parn's room and ask him if you need to pay him, Parn would like to ask you something. Is that okay?
Fine.
May I see that box? I'm actually interested in freeing our friend and would like to study the box a bit.
I shrug and hand it over.
Parn's gonna just
A shiver goes down his spine as if the box has changed hands.
A new hand touches the beacon.
All right. All right.
I mean, I'm surprised Flux hasn't made it so that the box just appears in random pockets each time.
I've written it down in my notes as I have Sivaldi's box for a little while.
Besides, I thought
Parn's
Sarah
not-
took it when she took me upstairs.
I did too.
I mean, that's the issue. Sarah's gonna wake up and you're not in the room. You're in the box. That's gonna be weird.
I mean, I might not be in the box.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's completely random. It is based on the whim of the box itself, which is sentient.
Yes.
That's
All right. I'm gonna.
I believe Sigvaldi has explained. The box has its own whims.
Are we starting now?
Yeah, apparently we've been starting for a while.
Yeah.
'Cause I wasn't here for any of this roleplay stuff.
Okay, so
Uh,
Flux, silly question.
I'm gonna. The 4 hours I'm awake and everybody else is asleep. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna hold on to the box. I'm gonna try to talk to it. See if I can get a reaction from it. You know, just basic trying
Okay.
to figure it out. What do you want me to give you a roll?
Sure, make whichever role you think would be best. in
Roll
this
for
situation.
stupid.
I mean,
Yeah, honestly, I think my character would be the most equipped to actually understand something about it.
yeah,
but go right
Parn's-
ahead.
All right, look. Here's what the Parn's doing. He's putting the idea into the party's head, and then he's gonna pass the box to whoever he thinks has the best chance. Okay.
Actually, I might not be the most equipped. My Arcana is only a 4.
Just gonna do a flat intelligence check.
Okay.
Which is not good for Parn, but this is all
No,
role
it's
playing.
not.
This is all role playing. This is all about role playing. This is not about Parn actually doing it. 12.
The box doesn't respond.
Fair enough. All right, Parn's gonna keep the box, and then he's gonna give it to Sarah. I think, because Parn has Sarah and Sigvaldi seem to have a good relationship going. But that's morning time. All right, I'm done. Parn's done with his role playing thing.
Okay, the night passes uneventful, and you guys all wake up well rested. It's been a good while since you've actually had a nice rest in an inn.
Question, Flux. Considering how drunk Rogar is, what kind of role do you want me to do to make sure that he actually stays in his bed? Like, doesn't, like, fall out or something, I don't know. Or wake up in somebody else's bed.
A D20. Just a flat D20. Not prepped with the sleepwalking chart, bud. You're good.
I was gonna say if you roll a 1, you just like wake up and like I don't know.
If you roll a 1, you find yourself in the bond with Cletus.
Gorilla 1, you find yourself waking up with a dick in your mouth.
I mean,
Cletus and Rogar have a special connection after all. It's one they never talk about again.
Rogar goes back to the inn. We need to leave the town now. Put out the horses. Leave them. Leave the horses.
Parn's like, what? I've already paid for them. I don't care.
You can't.
I
We're
can't
leaving.
go back there. All right. I'm gonna get a meal at the inn. I assume they serve breakfast, right?
Yeah. The owner gives you guys some kind of basic breakfast. Anything more than that, you're gonna need to pay. Mostly because your friend had a really good story last night.
Thank you.
Inkeep. I have a question.
Do you know when the general store opens up?
Clark's? It should be open. Frankly, if you go over there now, he's probably awake, just setting everything up. You open if you talk to him, he'll probably open it up if you're buying something.
All right, thank you. Thank you. This was a great stay. It was nice to stay in, and you got a great establishment here.
I thank you.
Parn's gonna put a silver on the counter as a tip, and a thank you.
You'll have a nice day.
All right.
So, Inkeep, what exactly is the issue with magic?
Besides kind of squint when as you say that, we don't want any magic in this town.
Something to do with the up north.
Give me a diplomacy check, Rogar.
Parn leaves on good terms. Fucking Rogar's gonna get thrown out.
We just don't want any magic in our town.
Fair enough.
Causes problems here.
Fair enough. Have a good one.
See you.
Does anybody else want to say anything? Or are we just heading to the general store now?
We're just heading out.
Yeah, no, we got nothing to say. Yeah. What happened at the end stays at the end.
Sir, you know that the innkeeper's kind of watching as you leave. Kind of staring daggers at you.
All right. I knock on the door of the general store.
Yes.
I go in. Yes, we would like to I say, hey, we would like to purchase some supplies if you don't mind.
A tall, spindly elven man gonna peek out. You want to buy something?
Yes.
Or are you just browsing?
We need rations. I know that, but I would like to see what else you have to offer.
Okay. He opens up the door. Mind the mess. I got everything set up for the day's shopping yet.
I'm actually gonna offer to help set things up real quick.
No. I've got a very good system of where I want everything.
Okay. Well, I know we need about 20 days worth of rations, and I would like to know what else you sell here.
I mean, we're basically just a general goods area. I mean, I can get you the rations. I mean, what do you need? We're mostly just kind of basic necessities.
Do you have any flask of oil? I like
No.
to carry some around.
No,
Right.
not really.
Do you have
I got
health potions?
flasks, but I don't have any flasks of oil.
Do you have health potions?
No.
How many how many empty flasks do you have?
I mean, I can get you I can maybe do 5.
That'll be fine. I'll get that. Let's see.
Pass
What
the
else do I
perception
need?
note. You pass the perception notes that when Rogar asked about potions, it was a rather a cold and quizzical kind of a "don't ask about that thing here"
Yeah.
response.
I'm gonna pull out the 13 gems, and then I'm gonna say, hey, what do you think these are worth? I have no experience in that, but you seem to be an experienced merchant.
I mean, I could take him off your hands for 15, 20 gold.
I'm gonna roll insight to see if I feel like that's a good deal. If I think he's giving me a good price or he's trying to screw me. What's my insight?
You were just saying you don't know the value of money very well.
Still get the feel if someone's trying to jip you or not.
21.
You're fairly certain you can get a much better deal for these somewhere.
All right. I'll decline the offer on the gems, but I will ask how much it is for the flasks and the
Flask and the rations altogether probably 20 days of rations. Just 20 days for you. 20 days for you and your friend there.
Just 20 days. Mainly when we travel, we I do enough hunting to keep us, but we always want to have a good emergency of supply. And we have dwindled that down to about 30 days, and I like to keep at least 10 days on hand for everybody in the group.
It'll be about
So that's why I need
it'll be about 10 gold and 5 silver.
That's no problem. I want to do a perception check. When I look around, do I see anything that catches my eye?
Perception.
19?
I mean, you see a bunch of things, but I mean, what's your eye looking for? If you're in the market for pitchforks, he's got a good supply of pitchforks, got a good supply of farming goods, horse bits, bridles, all that kind of stuff.
I know, I'm just meaning
Right.
anything unusual, like when we went to the guy who sold us all the climbing gear. He had
Oh.
some unusuals.
Oh yeah, like Tebow's junk shop or whatever. Yeah, no, there's nothing on that level. In fact, coming back from Imperial lands, this seems rather mundane. A very mundane store.
Fair enough. Well, I will. How much did you say? You said 10 gold
I
and.
said 10 gold and 5 silver.
All right, I hand him 10 gold and 5 silver.
Thank you very much. He goes into his back room and finds some rations, and hands them over to you. And then he grabs 5 flasks from under the counter.
Well, thank you. I'll be on my way now.
You have a great day. Have a good day.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Off we go.
Yep.
Parn is kind of happy now because he's thinking back of all the situations where we needed to put something in a container, and we were like putting it in water skins and other things instead of putting it in and putting it in a flask. All right. What time is it?
It's about 11:30 now.
Well, I tell the group I think it's about time to go get the horses. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I'd kind of like to get out of this city. It feels wrong.
Alright.
Yes, and Parn goes, yes, they do seem to have quite a bit of. He says quietly, just to the group. This place does seem to have a thing against magic. I understand. And we head to get horses. Are they ready for us?
Cletus kind of looks at and watches you guys as you get there about 11:45. Cletus watches you guys come up by about 12:30. You guys are all saddled and ready to go.
Well, thank you, Cletus. Hope you have a good life. I don't know if we'll be back here.
Cletus blinks his left eye, then his right eye nods.
All right. I have nothing else to do in this town except
Yeah.
leave.
He starts waving.
I wave back.
Wave back. Off we go.
Okay, you guys head off. Where to?
I was
Straight
thinking
north to the Power Sorcery?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Back to Trium, into the ocean.
Honestly, I kind of want to head straight to Hillnorn and skip Artfield. What do you guys think? I kind of want to get to Highmore. I don't feel like we have...
if quote skipping Artfield would get us there much quicker.
Maybe shave.
No,
off
I
the
mean
day.
not stopping. I mean just, riding past it is what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay. Give me. We doing the same watch orders.
Sarah first,
Yep.
and then Parn. Yes.
Yeah, just do one. I'll take those for the two. They would become something.
Ha! We both got 10.
Okay, it's the nights pass by rather uneventful as you guys head on through the town, through the southeastern area of the Free Countries. Nothing too bad. You find yourselves game and enough food to pass by until you guys come near Artfield. Are you going through Artfield? Artfield's a rather large town, not on Highmore's level, but it's no slouch. It's a lot bigger than Trium and Lindafell.
How does it look on the outside?
Is there a path through town that we could just
Yes,
kind
there's
of?
a path into and through town. Our field is a large kind of walled off town. But there seems to be gates in and out.
Parn's okay with going through town to get a look, but he doesn't really want to stop except maybe to shop. If we see a shop that looks interesting.
Okay. You guys make your way in with the other caravans and goods being put through our field. You note that on large signs in front of each entrance are the words "No magic."
Okay. Well.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Parn kind of wants to get out of here. It seems like there's a lot of hate for magic in this area.
Yeah, let's keep going.
And unfortunately, most
As
of
a
the
sorcerer, this kind of disturbs me ever so slightly.
I didn't want to.
kind of want to ask Flux this after you go, Zon.
Oh, I was just saying. Also, Sarah's a little worrisome because she was a former soldier, and she's like, maybe we should just go.
Parn's interested, and I want Flux's answer for this. Is my key moves magical?
Yes, it would be considered technically magic.
All right. So yeah,
Parn's drawing from a different source, but it's still magic.
All right. Parn then also feels a little uneasy because he knows what he does.
Imagine the transparency rules for silence and magic, that kind of thing.
All right. Thank you. I haven't seen any ruling on it one way or another because I thought I should ask. Do we see any interesting shops or anything that would spark our wanting to stop, or do we just go through?
I mean, it's you guys don't explore our field that much. It's mostly just the main road through town. You don't see anything that interesting other than like general stores, inns, taverns. You see a brothel. Nothing really catches your eye.
Fair enough.
Our field seems to be doing all right, but everyone also seems to be kind of on edge inside in the town.
When we entered, did eyes instantly get on us like the last two towns?
This isn't like Lindefeld where you were kind of strangers coming out. Our field seems to have a good deal of people coming in and out daily.
Fair enough. All right, well then I vote we move on to Highmore. I mean Hillenor. I can't pronounce that name. Hillenor. What's the rest of the group think?
Yeah, let's just go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, give me perception check from Sarah and perception check from Parn.
I got a 10 again.
Okay. It's again rather uneventful. Parn, you kind of get startled one night, and it turns out there was a raccoon going through your stuff, but you quickly shoot him away, and you guys start getting to the more familiar areas of the Empire the more familiar temperate areas of the Empire, which is more kind of imagine Britain style, not plains and kind of arid areas. And you make your way to Hillenor. Hillenor is not as big as Arfield, not as big as Highmore, but still a rather sizable town, right along the river.
Do they also have a thing against magic? From what
you don't see any signs that say no magic in Hillenor.
All right. I vote we rest here, go to an inn, do a little shopping, and then finish our journey. What the rest of the group think? We've been traveling for a few days. I think we should take a night to rest.
I agree and head towards the inn.
Sure.
Offer my services.
You want to what? You want to play music for us? Like she said? I think he said he was going to do entertainment. What do you do entertainment for?
Storytelling.
Met with the innkeepers, which appear to be an old man and old lady. What kind of stories?
All different sorts, usually with musical accompaniment and a little bit of magical influence to show the story.
That sounds fun. What kind of music do you play?
The flute.
Ah, sure. We can give you a room if you'll do a good story down here tonight. We've got enough rooms.
Perfect.
Okay, so you need to be down here about come dusk. Could be down here for half the night, and then that should be enough. Okay.
Okie doke.
phased out there for a second. Some weirdos, travelers.
Parn's
Back to you
gonna
guys. What do you guys do?
yeah, Parn's gonna look around and try to find a more high-end shop, if that makes sense.
I mean, high end what?
More affluent, something that would accept gems and know their value.
I mean, you find a jeweler's.
Okay, I'll go into that.
Find a jeweler called Grow Buzz's Bands. You see
Oh,
see a large half work sitting there, inspecting a ring. Hold on, I'll be with you in a second.
no problem.
He kind of slowly puts a jewel into the ring and kind of sets it, and sets the ring down.
What can I do for you?
Hello, my name is Parn. I'm an adventurer. On our last one, we found these, and I pull out the gems. We don't exactly know what they are, but we know they're pretty valuable.
I mean, the gem. It's pretty obvious.
Would you be interested in getting them?
How
Buying
many do you
them?
have here?
13.
Yeah, I could do about 200 gold for the bunch.
All right, I'm going to do an insight check. 20.
Okay, this might be a little bit less than you could get at like peak sale for each of them. But this is probably the best you're going to get selling them all at once.
All right, I accept your offer.
Okay. And he takes a gem and kind of goes under, reaches under the counter and kind of pulls out a chest and kind of parcels the gold into a small pouch for it. Here you go.
Well,
Now,
thank you.
Do you need anything here? That's some very fine rings. Pose to your sweetheart.
This is gonna be awkward. You wouldn't happen to have any magic rings, would you?
Not that I think. I mean, we got rings. They may be magical. I haven't seen anyone do any magic.
Ah, fair enough. I'm sorry, but I don't
hard.
need. You need.
It's hard getting any of that stuff near this part of the free country.
Yeah, we've been traveling south, and it seems to be a taboo magic there. It's understandable, but
It's not safe down there.
most of my group felt like it was time to move on.
I mean, don't be mean to them. They're not. It's not
Oh
their
no,
fault.
they were
don't like magic.
perfectly. Yeah, they were perfectly nice. We stayed in a few towns, but they made it clear that any magic was not going to be tolerated.
It's not safe for magic down there.
Yeah.
You do magic down there, and you hear tales of people getting kidnapped. So they just seem to have outlawed it down there to keep people safe.
I thank you. You wouldn't happen to know if there's any stores in town that would have magical items?
Well, there's Trelawney's, which is kind of gives you some circuitous directions to the town. She might have some stuff, but she's kind of a weirdo, so careful.
I mean, we all have our quirks. But thank you.
Yeah, not on this level. You have fun. Thanks for the gems.
No problem. Thank you for the gold. And Parn leaves.
Okay.
Parn's going to try to find Rogar. And I'll stop there and let other people do stuff.
Okay. Well, what's everyone else doing?
Well, let's see. I was gonna just kind of like look around to see like maybe if it's like a shop that just sells like trinkets and stuff.
I don't have any shopping to do, so I'm just gonna kind of
I mean,
hang around the end, I guess.
Yeah, it's
trinkets
what I'm
and
doing.
Stuff?
Yeah.
I need, Kiri, I need you to refine that. Again, you don't think you're in a town, Kiri. You're asking for a trinket shop. What?
Yeah, good point. Be a bit more
what do you look
specific.
for, bud? You look
Okay.
for, like small charms for bracelets? Because that's the closest thing I could say for trinkets.
Yeah, it's something like that. Like little charms and stuff.
Is Rogar gonna walk into the shop as Parn walks out? That's gonna be funny.
Again, I don't. What do you mean by charms, bud? That's a very grand. It's a very open and at the same time very specific thing.
Never mind then. I'm not exactly sure how to effectively word what I was trying to think of. So, I'm gonna be just doing a bunch of window shopping then.
They're just kind of browsing the thoroughfare. You see Parn, and he kind of runs up to you.
Hey, Barn.
Hey, Rogar, I've got a lead on a shop that may sell magic items, and since our new friend is more than likely at the end telling his stories, you're the most magically inclined person in
All right.
the group. Would you like to join me?
Sure.
Okay. So I take Rogar. I try to follow the directions the best I can, and I
Okay.
hope.
Give me a. Streetwise a thing? I don't think it is.
Streetwise is not a
Streetwise
thing.
is
Give me
not a
just
thing.
a wisdom check.
Okay. 22.
Okay, you find your way through the twists and turns of Hillianor and come across a kind of dilapidated-looking shop that has the words Trelawney on it.
All right. I walk up.
Trelawney.
I walk up and knock on the door.
Yes, come
Hello?
in.
God
I
damn it.
I come in.
Hey,
I follow.
you open up the door. The first thing you note, Parn, is hair. Everywhere, hair. Hair on things, hair on the ground, hair on the sides of the walls, hair stuck to clumps, and cats. Cats everywhere. Cats putting hair on everything. And then a lady with hair all over her, hair down to the ground, literally on the floor, back into the storeroom. Hair and cats and fur everywhere. Yes, what can I do for you?
I've been told you might have some magical goods for sale.
Yes. What kind of magical goods do you want?
Just I would like to know what exactly you have. In my travels, getting magic items have been pretty rare, and I have been open to anything really.
Well, we kind of got basic things. We got a little bag. Has little like fuzzy balls in it. You throw them out, and out come little creatures. Fuck it. Oh, and on this voice doesn't work.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We got a small bag that you pull little fuzzy balls out, and you can get little creatures out of them.
That sounds interesting. What else do you have?
We have a bag that has like beans in them, and the beans do weird things.
What do
And
you mean by
anything else?
weird?
Like weird things, like weird things the beans don't do.
I'm curious. Tell me more.
Yes. I think that's all. I turn to Rogar and say, I think
Weird
that's all
things
she
we
knows.
haven't documented. They just do things beans don't do. Maybe a tree grows. Maybe they create campfires. It's weird.
Yes, that
Oh,
sounds
that
very interesting.
actually sounds
Anything
interesting.
else? I'm already interested in the first bag, but I would like to know what else you have.
Hold on. She kind of looks through her ledger. She kind of moves the hair out of the way and shoves one of the cats away from the book. We've got a decanter of endless water.
Oh, that's very interesting. How much would that be?
That would probably be about 1,000 gold.
What
We've
about
got
the
this-
first?
We've got this weird dust that if you breathe it in, you start like sneezing for a good while.
Huh. How much was that first bag? The one that produces little creatures.
The little creature one that will probably run you about 700 gold.
Okay. And the bean bag.
That one's weird. Probably 1,500.
Okay. Do you have anything else? As I want to turn and talk to my friend, and ask him a couple of questions.
Hold on, let me keep looking, make sure.
Alright.
Got a few potions here. She keeps reading as you guys talk.
Rogar, I'm interested in that decanter of endless water, but then again, we already have one. Do you think it's worth it to pool our money and get one?
Yeah, I think it might be. It's always nice having an extra one of those just in case.
I mean, we're back in the free country and we're not on a volcano, so I'm not sure it's gonna be needed. And since we already have one, we never fear running out of water. I'm also interested in that little creature bag.
Same here.
Oh yeah, we have this robe.
A
We've
robe?
got a weird kind of ratty looking robe with patches all over it. Each one of these patches has something. When you pull it off, you can like make things appear.
Oh,
Is there one
I
over the
need-
crotch?
No.
This is out of character. I'm curious. I don't understand when you have the robe of many things. When you use a patch, do they ever come back, or
No.
is it you? use
No.
it and it uses
No,
up?
robe of many things has a limited amount of patches.
Oh,
Once all the
It's-
patches are gone, it's no longer magical.
It's just a robe.
fair enough. I've been confused on that. All right,
we have
I'm
this
gonna
whistle. It summons a pig.
a pig.
Out of curiosity, what's the range on that? Like, could you like do it anywhere, even places pigs normally wouldn't be?
I don't know. The pig just seems to come out, be confused, and then goes away after a while. She also pulls out a small orb. And we have this. This orb, when you put it on a flat surface, it glows. When it's not flat, it rolls.
That's actually kind of neat. How bright? How bright does it glow?
Rogar, you distinctly remember this as a magic item that Leshy had given you as well.
Yeah, it's essentially another drift globe, dude. That's what it
no,
has.
No, it's not. It's
It's what?
you set it down. If the surface is level, it glows like a faint dim glow. If it's not, the ball does not glow and just rolls down the hill.
Oh, it's one of the joke magic items. Okay.
And we've got this ring. It can detect fire.
Detect fire.
You have to put it into fire, but if you put it in fire, it realizes there's fire and it glows.
Hmm.
Does it protect you from the
No,
fire?
it hurts like a bitch.
Out of curiosity,
Far off
do you-
in the distance, Sarah yells out, "Does it make you invisible?"
out of curiosity, do you happen to have an immovable rod?
No.
That's
Sorry, Parn.
unfortunate. Yeah, I unfortunately I recently lost that in the last challenge of the game.
Oh wait, hold on. We have sword-proof armor.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
What?
sword. This armor is completely impossible to hurt with a sword. Kind of pulls out a big like plate suit of armor.
Okay.
We've also got this belt that casts the knock spell, makes things unlock.
Huh.
Oh, Parn is suddenly really interested in the belt.
You-
How much for the belt?
you have to- if you're wearing a belt while doing it, you have to thrust into the door with your pelvis.
Kind of, you just spread your arms open, and the command word is "Behold," and it unlocks. The belt. No one wants to buy the belt. The belt will be maybe 20 gold. People don't like the
Oh.
belt.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't people like the belt?
They keep coming back saying it doesn't work. I think they're just using it wrong. I've made it work. I don't think they're doing the correct pose.
So
So
yeah,
what is the pose?
She stands straight up and kind of puts her arms to her, like right below her head, and then does like a kind of a T pose and shouts "Behold!" And then the belt will cast the knock spell.
you know what? I give her 2 platinum for the belt.
Okay. She brings out the belt. It's this long leather belt which appears to have a lock for the belt buckle.
Okay. I'm gonna definitely put that belt in my inventory. I'm not gonna put it on yet, but I'm gonna put it in my inventory. So to type it out, it would be
You
belt
fool.
of knock. Belt of
Yes.
knock.
Belt of knocking.
You fool.
Or sorry, belt of opening.
Bought a fake item.
I mean,
A lot of
maybe it-
these are, frankly, a lot of these are are items that were made by accidents by magic casters, and we got them. So some of them are good, some of them are bad. She pulls out this giant sack that's about the size of a garbage bag. This one can only hold an acorn.
I think
Really?
they were trying to make a bag of holding. It did not work.
What happens if they try to put more than
I
an
pull out
acorn in?
my bag.
Did it?
I pull out my bag of holding. These look nothing alike.
I don't. They're weirdos. Weirdos making magic items.
I'm going to do a
Has a whole school dedicated to it, and we don't.
I'm gonna do a quick knowledge check on to see if magic is going to make me go crazy one day.
No.
You feel like it is a distinct possibility.
Well, I need to come back and after I talk to the rest of the group, but I
Let's
think
have
we
this-
maybe
Hold on. One more thing. We got this ring. It's a ring of encouragement.
What does it do?
It helps you do anything you're doing.
How much?
This one, for 15 gold.
You know what? I'm gonna buy that one too. I know it's probably just a fake item, but and I'm not saying this out loud. This is out of character. I know it might be a fake item, but at the same time, Parn has not come across a magic shop, and he wants to build a good rapport with her, and he feels like.
You sure this is the lady you want to build a good
You
rapport
want to
with?
build a rapport with the scam artist.
With the crazy cat
Yeah.
lady.
Sure, Lonnie is the lady you want to build a good rapport
I
with.
mean, if we're coming back for that decanter
This
of endless
crazy-
water,
I don't think I made it clear, Neo. There's hair down her into the storeroom and then coming back out of the storeroom.
oh,
Yep.
so she's a little bit nutty too. Yes, I get
Yes.
Yep.
There's like 50 cats in here, Neo.
it.
In fact, I'm not even 100% sure that decanter's real.
I'm gonna ask. Can I see the decanter? One of our companions has one. I want to test it real quick.
Sigvaldi's like, I don't even think that's real. It shoots out alcohol. Oh my god, you need to get it now.
Slams
I'm
down all
actually
of his
asking
money.
her. Can I see the decanter? I'd like to test it. I know how this works.
Yes, sure. She pulls out
Alright.
the decanter and hands it to you.
I use the first command word, the one that just does a trickle of water.
Okay, it shoots out a trickle of water.
I taste the water. Is it just fresh water?
It's a bit stale.
It's what?
It's a bit stale water. Kind of.
Okay.
Like it's not good water.
But
But
not
it's not
bad.
gonna hurt me.
It's not harmful water. If you were to give a choice between this and normal water, you would prefer normal water. But
In a pinch.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, thank you.
It's like,
I-
you ever
I
drink
re-
water at a city with really shitty water?
I
Like,
drank
pretty
stale
much-
water.
Everywhere.
Oh, no, actually, up
Um,
here the water's usually pretty good.
The water down here is pretty good in my area, anyways. Well, I hand her back to the decanter. I say, we will definitely come back. Some of your magic items, I'm sure many in our party will be interested in.
Okay.
Definitely that suit of armor, which,
Alright.
by the way, we never got. How much would that be?
No one's ever bought the pseudo armor, but I got sold on it, so I'm gonna have to make it about 2,000 gold.
All right, thank you. We will definitely come back as I keep the belt and the ring.
It's always an interesting bargaining position. I've never sold it before, but
Yeah, it's
sounds pretty damn amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah. So
Yeah, it
I'd like
does.
to take a look at that bag, the little bag that show had little critters.
Okay, you didn't buy it. Oh, I
Yes.
guess. Okay. I can't let you test this one. I can hand it to you, but it's a daily thing, so you'll have to look, not touch.
So how big a bag is it? Like,
Like a little, about like as big as your closed fist.
okay, so like, what you figure like a little coin bag would be about as far as size goes.
Yes.
Okay, and it's just like little creatures that come out of this.
Yeah. Just little like we tried it once, and now it came like a ferret. Just a little gray bag.
Do the creatures do what you tell them to, or are they just random wildlife?
I mean, they seem to listen to you and kind of do what you want them to, but I mean, they're still creatures, so
They
Don't
still
like-
have their limitations.
tell them to.
yes.
And how did you get back in? Okay, whatever.
Yeah, he did a cool.
Yeah, like don't ask them to like cook for you.
I
Or
said,
do. I'm not after you buy it. It's not my bag.
And
Well-
how about this? I have like a ring that can detect magic. What would you give for that? Like, as you can see, it's lighting up. There's a lot of magic in here. Persuasion
Oh
check.
my god, you're trying to sell your joke item.
Persuasion check.
Can detect magic. Well, that's cool.
I mean, it's glowing. There's magic here.
Parn's gonna shut up because Parn is like, kids trying not to giggle.
I mean, we mostly sell to adventurers who already know how to cast magic, but it'd still be useful. I can give it to you for about 30 gold. Get 30 gold
Okay.
for it.
Okay, so 30 gold for that, and, okay.
Do the trade.
Mm-hmm. Now, just a heads up, for that to properly work, it needs to attune itself to somebody for 24 hours.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I understand how attunement works.
Just in case.
Okay, I'm trying to look through my thing if I have anything else.
So, Parn, do you want to get that, bag of the critters or the bag of beans?
I think we need to go back to the rest of the group, tell them what we found, and then
A lot of the cats
And
seem to be
then-
rubbing up against you, Rogar, because of your scales.
and then come back. We're gonna be resting for the day, so I'm sure we can come back in the morning. And
A few of them look rather sickly, Rogar.
Hey.
One of them
Well-
starts hacking up a hairball as it's looking at
Parn's gonna speak up. Well, ma'am, we will be back in the morning, hopefully, and purchase more. We're gonna go talk with the rest of our group.
you. Very well. I expect to see you then.
Yep.
Thank you.
Bye, eh? Have a good one.
Okay. All right.
You get back out, and the fresh air is a welcome friend to you.
Oh, God.
Okay. Well,
How is she
when we
not
tell
dead?
the rest of the group about this place, we're gonna have to warn them about the cats.
How is she not dead?
All right. Let's go.
Yeah, let's move. Let's move.
When we get to the end, does anyone want to do anything? Because Parn wants to try something.
I just want to drink to try and forget the smells.
Okay, Rogar's drinking. I assume Sarah and Sigbaldi are drinking as well.
Well,
Or are you
I've
doing
filled
something?
my wineskins and I'm working on sermons.
So you're just kind of wait. What do we wait? What? Like writing down sermons or like?
I'm
what-
working on them. On my downtime, if I'm not drinking or healing, I'm usually preparing sermons, writing down stuff like that.
Okay, gotcha. I wasn't clear if you were giving sermons or getting sermons, like writing down and perfecting sermons.
Yeah.
But okay. Gideon's sitting in the middle of the crowd, telling his tales. Give me a performance check, Gideon. Your thoughts?
Red?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I said that I was hanging out in the inn.
Yeah, he performance check.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone's. We're getting.
is it
into the-
time to? Sorry,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
kind of spacing out with Neotag stuffs because
worry.
I was starting to get bored.
We've reached kind of the night.
Yep,
night.
it's time for Hupperdick to do his thing.
Time to do your work.
All right, this is the story of a man and his lust for a dragon.
Was it a bad dragon?
You.
Are you telling the story of Donkey?
What's your passive perception, Gideon?
10.
You notice quite a few boners in the crowd. in that story. You notice quite a few people ashamed of these boners as well.
How
I
do
have
the
a passive
women feel in
perception
the
of,
crowd?
16. Do I see even more?
Yes, you see more. The women are listening. Everyone's listening intently.
Most intensely. Hang on.
So what are we doing, Parn?
I want to go up to my room.
Okay.
I want to step inside. I'm going into it. I'm going to lock the door from the inside.
Okay.
I'm putting on the belt.
Okay.
Doing the pose.
Okay.
And I'm saying, "Behold."
Okay. You put your arms bent.
And I'm pointing. I'm pointing at the door I just
Okay.
locked.
You cross your hands below your head. You do the T pose. Shout out, behold. You hear a clunk sound, and the belt promptly unlocks, and your pants fall to the ground.
Pardon's gonna laugh at this and say, I suspected it was gonna do this.
Folks, why does one roll to not get a boner from the story?
Wisdom. Wisdom is to resist mental attacks.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. I think
Rogar has got a stiffy like nobody's business.
I think that's
Rogar
bad
gets a
enough.
natural disadvantage from being Park Dragon.
I think that's bad enough. Both of you guys quickly retire to your rooms for
Rogar and Savaldi go to the same room and they just look at each other like, yeah, we're about to do this.
Rogar opens up the room that Parn's in. Get out! Get out!
Rogar doesn't
now,
even
Parn
make it
has
to
his
the
pants
bedroom, let's
down.
be honest.
And Parn has his pants down.
Yeah,
Oh, you're doing this too. Okay.
A one is probably a full on, just like, no, there's a
You need
stain
me
on
to
his
make that
pants.
roll too?
You look at that wall, I'll look at that wall. We don't cross eyes.
You want to roll to avoid getting wet.
Parn takes
wanna
the
roll,
belt
Sarah, make
off
your
and
roll.
put his. Parn takes the belt off. He puts his pants back on and says,
Please.
"You do what you
Hey,
need to do," and he leaves
Sarah
the
doesn't
room.
understand what all the big deal.
Sarah's like, I don't know what's up with this.
Parn's got no idea what's going on. He just had Rogar go, "Get out! Oh my God, get out of the room!"
Get out! Get out! I'll throw you out of the room, oh god!
Alright, for the record, Parn puts the belt in his backpack. He's gonna keep it as a reminder that some of these items are not gonna work.
The fun
Alright,
parlor
that's the
trick, you
night.
know?
Unless anybody else wants to do anything, I think that's it.
Does anyone else have anything they want to do?
Well, he's gonna just wax one off.
I mean, yeah, that was implied.
Yes.
Okay, the night passes uneventfully. Everyone gets a very good night's sleep. The inn's a bit more boisterous than the inn back down in Lindafell, but you all get a night. But the bed's are a lot better, so you get a nice sleep.
In the morning when the group gets together, I'm going to tell them of the magic items, and I'm gonna ask if anyone's interested.
No.
Take a look at the change in my pocket. I don't think I can afford anything that I would want.
Fair enough. Rogar, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. After thinking it over, I don't think we need any of those right now. What do you think?
Yeah, at least not right now.
The only thing that gave me of interest, as you told me, is the magic beans.
The
Reminds me-
armor is
I
the
could
armor
afford
is
those.
far
Do,
outside.
do I overhear the talk of the magic beans?
Probably.
Yes,
Yes,
sure.
we're all
with the
together.
Group. We're talking together. Everyone's.
I'm rolling a Arcana just to determine whether or not those are even real. And that roll.
You've heard of magic beans before.
Okay.
You've heard them associated with a parable about a small child killing a giant, but you've heard of magic beans before.
Well,
No comeuppance, which now that I think about it is rather odd for those kind of old style stories.
yeah,
no.
Jack and the Beanstalk's a weird one.
Jack got off rather, frankly, fucking well for all those stories.
Normally,
He did.
normally the hero kind of like has some twist at the end that really sucks, but Jack is like, no, I killed a giant. I got gold. I'm good, bro.
First house invasion, and we're good.
I sucked on a giant's titty. You know, it was all good.
No problem.
Well, I guess that was his comeuppance for his bad luck with falling down the hill.
All right.
Nothing, Jack.
Sarah.
How do you know?
Well, guys, I think if that's it, we should probably head to Highmore. We've been traveling for quite some time now.
Yeah.
I was saying something to
Oh yeah,
Sarah.
sorry.
Sarah, if you do want to get the thing of magic beans, I'm willing to offer you like half of its value.
Because how much did you say it was again?
I said it was 1,500 gold. And I'll give I'll give you 75 platinum. That'll cover half of it.
75 platinum.
Watch Flux.
I
is
still-
just Flux is quietly laughing to himself, going, they're talking about buying my joke. The
Ash-
fools.
I actually still don't have. I don't have enough to make half.
All right. How much do you need to make it half?
It'll be fine. We can...
All right. Okay.
Rogar,
All right. Next
look,
time.
buddy. Yeah, look, buddy. As much as I'm intrigued with some of those magic items, I did tell her if we didn't decide, we wouldn't come back. All right. So
that reminds me. Did you all get a chance to try out the belt?
yeah, it undid my pants. It doesn't unlock doors.
Rogar, you saw what happened. You ran into the room. You wanted him to get out with his pants down.
I think my guy was just more concerned of, oh god, somebody in here, get him out, get him out.
Wait,
Yeah.
you bought a pair of a belt buckle of unlocking that unlocked your pants?
Which is weird because these pants really don't have a zipper or anything. It kind of undid my pants. I don't quite get it.
Well,
But,
it
you
looks like you got duped.
Flux, would my character recognize if these items would be used in the whorehouse?
I mean, they could be.
Interesting.
I mean, I'm not sure of your knowledge of a whorehouse, Sarah, but you feel like T-posing and shout and behold could put a decent amount of presentation to the whore.
I'm curious. I put on the ring. Do I feel anything?
What was the ring?
You said
encouragement.
Ring of encouragement helps
Oh,
you.
yes. Yes. You're doing great. Keep up the good work. I love you. Everyone thinks you're doing amazing. Keep doing good things. You're doing the best things. Keep it up. Keep doing it. Good
Okay,
job.
I'm gonna
Yay!
the ring off
Great.
Who hears it?
Everyone loves it.
Everyone?
No, just Bart.
I'm gonna take the ring off now. All right, and this ring just constantly tells you you're doing great. So, anybody want some constant encouragement?
Hell
Anybody with
no.
some self-esteem issues? No. Okay. No.
I
Probably gonna
think
put this in.
I think you got some self-esteem issues buying junk items like that.
I mean, here's the thing. In the free country, this is out of character. It's been clearly established in the free country, magic items are rarer. So, taking a shot at getting
I'm aware of this.
taking a shot at getting
My
something.
character is making fun of you for this
Parn
as a citizen of the Empire.
Parn was thinking, hey, if it's a shot at getting a +1 to like skill checks or something, yeah, that's worth it.
What's a
all right,
+1?
I'm saying this out of character, Red.
Yeah, he already established that.
Yeah.
That's correct.
That's why Parn bought the ring. He knew it was probably not going to work the way, but he thought maybe. All right. I think we should head to Highmore. What do the
Yeah,
rest of
we
you
should
think?
probably head out.
All right.
All right, let's get going.
Okay.
So
You guys head up back on your horses, and you start heading out to Highmore. You give me your rolls
hang on
again.
1 second. Sarah, would you have any objection to me joining you on the watch?
No, not at all.
All right.
I'm going to let you two roll first, then I'll roll.
Well,
Sarah, is that
for
an
the
invader?
health.
No, it's a bird. Sarah, is that an invader? No, it's a muskrat.
Parn pops up, and Sarah's like, "Oh, thank God, it's time to change shifts."
Parn wakes up, Rogar. Oh God, someone's attacking the camp. Oh wait, no, it's Parn. Okay.
All right.
Other than those kind of gags, the night passes all right. You reach the mountains. What are we doing? We start in the mountains, going
Yeah,
through
we're
the
going to
mountains.
go around the mountains and then straight to Highmore.
Okay, you skirt the mountains and head straight to Highmore.
All right.
I think it's about 5 more days to Highmore. But the game gets a bit scarce as you start getting near this area of the empire of the free country, but you
Sure.
have enough rations to make it through, and you find yourself just on the outskirts of night's approaching, and you're just about on the outskirts of the blighted area.
I take everyone to Parn's hunting cabin.
It's been a while since you've been here, but the hunting cabin seems about as you've left it.
All right. Well, there's a tent over there. There's another one over there. You guys can sleep there. I'm gonna go check out my little cabin here, and I think we should sleep here and then head to Highmore tomorrow morning.
Yep. Let's get some hunting done and. Actually, hang on. Like, as I look around, can I like see the souls of the animals, or is it like dead, nothing around?
I mean, you can see everyone's souls, and see the occasional soul, like a small game.
All right, so it's not like not a lot of wildlife then. Okay.
Parn left some skins on the drying rack.
They're probably
They're
good.
probably rotten by now, aren't they?
Yes.
Parn's gonna clean up the hunting shack. He's gonna take down those skins and just tidy things up and then go to sleep.
Okay.
All right.
It's your first kind of roughing it again, and it's okay. It's nice to be back home, but you guys get a nice sleep and wake up bright and early in the morning.
Right?
Yep.
We head.
Lights spreading forward for you for most of the day.
What?
With the light spreading in front of you for most of the day.
All right.
I remember the
Well,
blight's spreading
guys,
that fast.
to the new ones, this is the blight. Nothing grows here. Just pass through it.
What caused
Sigvaldi-
this?
Well, hold on. Sigvaldi and Gideon, you know of the blight. There are blighted areas in the Empire as well.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Then Parnes explained it, and they're like, "We have blight up there too." Oh, we didn't know that. Okay. All right. First thing we do when we go to Highmore is we check in at the guild.
Okay, no, well, first thing you do as you go to Highmore is you see that things have kind of changed in Highmore.
Yeah.
You note that when you left, there wasn't the makings of a giant bridge spanning the top quarter all the way over to the harbor. But there appears to be a giant bridge set up there.
Huh.
Or at least the makings of a giant bridge. It's not complete. It seems to be about 50-60% done. But there's a giant like stone steady bridge being made right from the Noble District straight to the harbor. You note that the walls of Highmore are a lot larger and a lot more fortified than they seem to have been before. Overall, the city seems to be a lot more defended than it was before.
Okay. Do we get any looks or talking to when we try to enter town?
One of the guards stops you, but another one kind of comes over and he's like, "No, these ones are good. I remember them. We haven't seen you guys in a while."
Yes, we went to the games. Unfortunately, they were prematurely canceled. We unfortunately lost some companions during that time too. These are our new ones. This is Sigvaldi, and this is Gideon. Yes. We're going to get them entered into our guild group. I don't know if you guys know, but there's apparently a massive rebellion in the north of the Empire. That's why all the adventures were called off and the games were canceled.
We'll pass that on to the Doge.
Speaking of which, when we left after uncovering the dragon plot, we were told that you guys were preparing. I can't help but notice that things have changed.
Yeah, we're preparing. That dragon isn't coming in here again. When he comes in, we'll be ready for him.
I don't suppose we could. You're just the gate guard. You're doing a great job, and I'm sorry for asking this if you can't. But are audiences with the Doge still allowed, or is that strictly off limits now?
That would be, you'd have to make an appointment with him.
All right, thank you. We're gonna be heading to the guild now. I appreciate you talking to us.
Yeah, he puts out his hand to shake. It's nice meeting you guys again.
I shake his hand.
Shake his hand as well. Good seeing you.
Give me a passive perception. You note that this is a much more handsy shake than you're used to. He is feeling your hand and making sure it is a good, normal human hand. a normal elven hand. He insists on shaking hands with everyone in the party.
Yep. I incline.
26.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna outright confront him. So I see your new security feature against the Dragonborn. that infiltrated.
We're not letting them get in the city again. I told you that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Fair enough.
I offer my hand to shake.
He does the same with everyone,
Yeah.
making sure that
They are who they say they are.
Not sure what he's gonna find with me. I mean, I am Dragonborn. I'm not hiding that.
They're not hiding it.
Yeah, no, he just making sure no one's got a disguise cloak on. That's all he's doing. I'm gonna ask then. How goes the refugees? I know when we left, it was still an issue. Has the
I'm not at liberty to talk about that.
fair enough. I understand. We're just trying. We've been gone, as you said, a while. Just trying to get a feel for the town before we enter it. I appreciate any information you've given us, anyways. Well, we'll be off now.
All right, see you guys.
You guys are heading to the Adventurers Guild.
Yep, we're heading to the guild.
Straight to the guild.
You
We've got
guys
to check.
head through the Noble Quarter and then down into the Commerce Center and to the guild. You know that Highmore, it's still busy, Highmore, but a lot of the places, a lot of the shops and stuff seem to be closed or dilapidated. Pretty much any shop that you know that had a dwarven owner seems to be closed and kind of out of.
What about
disrepair.
the armorer, the guy who was looking to do our tooth? Is he? I want to specifically look to see if his shop's closed.
Lesso? No,
Yes,
Lesso's still
He's
here.
a gnome, right?
Yeah, Lesso
Yeah, it
was
was a gnome.
Oh, I thought Lissa was a dwarf.
No,
Okay.
Nesso was a gnome.
Okay.
If he's not here, then something's really up.
No, I'm not really ready to give him the tooth yet. We've got to go to the Fae first.
You guys find the guild guild center.
I go up to the secretary.
She was there.
We're back.
You guys are back. Welcome back.
Hello!
Hey, Sarah.
Unfortunately, we've lost 2 companions again.
But we found more.
We need to get them set up and signed up for the group, as well as we probably should talk to the guild master. We have some information for him.
Okay.
Also-
we'll do this paperwork. Do you need these 2 with you, or I can have these 2 finish up the paperwork while you go in there and speak with them?
I think
Yes,
they can finish
do
out
their
the
own
paper.
paperwork. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. So Sigvaldi and Gideon, you were handed a stack of paperwork about maybe half a foot tall. Just sign all these and hand them back to me.
Parn's gonna look as the paperwork gotten thicker than when he and
Yes,
the rest of the group
there's
signed.
more paperwork now.
Has there been more rules about not being Shanghaiing people in or stuff?
No, you don't see anything.
I'm gonna ask. I can't help but notice that the paperwork has gotten a much thicker. What's happened?
Well, dragon attacks make things a bit more on end, and we have to make sure all our bases are covered. One of them in there is that you aren't a dragonborn planning on destroying the city. You're not a refugee planning on destroying the city. All that stuff that we technically aren't held liable for anything you do.
Oh, yes, the standard legalese. Speaking of the refugee issue, are you at liberty to tell us what's going on? Because
I don't go down there. I don't. No, I stay up here.
It's gotten that bad, hasn't it?
No, I've just never.
Also,
smell
go
it
ahead.
down
I put in a few requests. How are those? The pole of collapsing and the rope of mending.
Yeah, you talk with the guildmaster first, and he'll probably explain why you're not getting those.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Parn heads to the guild
Suffice
master.
it to say, our normal magic maker has gone missing.
Ooh.
He was a dwarf, wasn't he?
She doesn't say anything. Go speak to the guildmaster.
All right.
Go to
Parn
the-
heads to the guild master, and I suggest Sarah and Rogar come with him while Savaldi and Gideon do their paperwork.
All right. I follow
Ah,
along.
you're back.
Yes.
How did we do at the games?
Cancelled.
We got to the second round. We passed it.
You know that when you guys came in, it was one of the few times you've seen the guildmaster happy and joyous, and the moment you say the word canceled, that's the old guildmaster you know. That's the
No,
guildmaster
I
that
haven't
you're
said
accustomed to.
canceled yet. I
No,
haven't
but
said
Sarah did.
canceled yet. Okay. Unfortunately,
That's when Sigvaldi speaks up. My people in the north rebelled against the Empire.
Oh,
Well,
You're out there with paperwork.
yeah, you're out there with a mountain of paperwork right now. Sorry. Apparently, while we were stuck in the labyrinth, figuring that out, which the Empire has a Northern Rebellion, and all their adventurers got removed from the games.
Well, wouldn't that mean you guys won by default?
That's what I said, and the officials looked at me and said, "Yeah, sure, whatever, buddy." But they refused to give us any rewards or anything.
I mean, there's no real rewards for winning the games. It's all prestige.
Yeah.
Fair
So
enough.
Well,
technically, we were the last standing group.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess we can put that on the guild wall.
last group standing.
Last group standing, and then a really small asterisk.
Unfortunately, we also rescued. Well, they're downstairs doing paperwork right now, but we rescued 2 companions from other groups out of the labyrinth. They're the 2 that are joining us.
Where's the other 2? The cat and the large orc.
They've fallen.
Unfortunately, all right. He's gonna. I don't want to go through all of it, but Parn basically tells the whole story, leaving out the shadow guy, about the lich, what we did with the lich, and then how the teleportation trap instead. And he says we were attacked. He doesn't say by what when it comes, and they died.
We'll put them on the adventure memorial.
Yes, they fought well. Red, for the record, you're doing paperwork downstairs.
Same floor, by the way.
Yeah. I need to ask what happened with my magic items, and also what's happened in town.
Oh, yeah. We're calling in that favor.
Okay.
Yep.
There we go.
What is it you need?
Ian, the dwarf, was our magic creator. He was the guy who we sent most of our requests to when he could make the magic items. He was a master with his hands. He seemed to know a lot of magic. Could have cast it, but seemed to be able to make stuff. He's gone missing.
Parn pipes up before he even finishes. I think I know where he is.
Okay. Hold on. Along with all the dwarfs in Highmore. And
Yep.
as far as we're aware, all of the dwarfs in the free country. The Doge has tasked us with figuring out what's going on, because it's not good.
All right.
And
This is when Parn.
and it's just like nodding the entire time. It's just like, yep.
All right, Parn sits down and he asks Sarah and Rogard to get comfortable. It's time for
All right.
Parn to tell some secrets.
All right.
All right.
I sit down in a chair.
And I'm
Guild
still doing
is the
paperwork, aren't I?
Is the guildmaster sitting down?
Yes, good luck.
Am I anywhere near this?
Nope.
Nope.
You're out in the lobby currently. Everyone else is there inside the guildmaster's room.
What about Sovek's character?
He's doing.
So-
Also
paperwork.
doing
It's also doing
Okay.
paperwork.
You're doing all the legalese and liability forms to join the group.
All right, Parn lowers his voice just loud enough for this room.
You guys
All
are
right, I'm
only
gonna
on the
pull up-
paperwork that's on is that Sarah is not liability to kill you or raise you.
Here it goes. All right, I have this contact mirror. The guy who is training me in my skills, as I was kicked out of my monastery, as you know, is still in the Dwarven City. Something's going on there. He told me through the mirror the last time I talked to him that all the dwarves are converging in that city. You know which city we're talking about.
I don't.
Yes, he does. We told him about the.
I've taken a lot of unsure stuff. Now I remember.
Yeah, we our first major thing. You know that big payday we got. Yeah,
The
they're
what?
all down there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep.
That's what we know. We don't know what's going on. The last time I tried to contact him, I could not get through. But there was a carrier. What was the bird called, Flux?
Tan vulture.
There was a tan vulture nipping at that contact mirror. I don't know what happened, but I don't think it's good. If you can get us fast travel to those caves, I will go there immediately.
We can't get you fast travel to the caves. That's not possible without high level magic.
We have our
fast travel
horses.
back,
Okay.
or if what you want to do is we could give you an orb, a locator orb, which will let us send things to you.
Okay.
Well, no. Hold on. If you were gonna get all the people out, that really won't change anything, will it? We'd need something larger.
All right.
The Imperial style.
Yeah, I pull
We can-
out the 2 orbs I have. This one takes me to a small town in Trium. It's very much.
Yeah, those are teleport orbs. They only work for maybe 10 people max, and it wouldn't work for that. We could do. I can give you an orb to make it back to Highmore after you get it finished, because I mean I know this is important. The Doge says it's important. I think the Doge would consider the dragon threat even more important than that, and we probably want you guys back for that.
Yes, that's what I'm worried about. It took us a good 3 months to get there and 3 months back, I think. How long did it take us?
It took
Exactly.
about 3 months to get you there and 3 months to get back.
All right.
That was following a cart filled with dwarves.
Yeah.
So it was a slow trek.
We can probably cut that down to.
With the horses, you could probably get there in about a month and a half.
We could probably cut that in half. We have some good steady horses now. But yes, getting back would be much quicker with that orb would be appreciative. Personally, does the guild hold items in storage? Magic items.
Yeah, you can hold some of your items. If you don't make it back in 2 years, the guild takes possession of them.
We really don't need this orb of Trium right now, or this orb of Terrace Mindal. This orb will take you to Terrace Mindal, and that's probably important. But
Okay. Put that away.
I'm worried about my master. I am more than happy to go down there, but I would like to be fully prepared as well. So I will gladly accept the orb to get back here quicker.
So he opens up his desk and pulls out a small orb, maybe about the size of not small, but about kind of like the size of a small plate and around. This one should bring you back to Highmore. The floating city gave them to us when we helped him out every now and then.
This is when Parn gets even quieter. All right, here's the deal. We may have uncovered a secret when it comes to what would I call him, Flux? The guy we cast Banished on.
The Lich?
No, the Empire guy.
That was
Columba.
Yeah. What exactly would I give him as a title?
Columba was an agent of the Empire. They were doing like outreach for adventurers.
Yeah. We may have uncovered a secret about some of the agents of the Empire. I don't know if you want to know.
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You know that this is going. You know the speech that is about to start. He just starts saying no.
Fair enough. Hey, look. I know, but I just have to ask.
I only considering need to know what's involved for jobs.
Fair enough.
You guys have your own discretion for everything else.
Mm-hmm.
We need to stock up on healing potions. Is that still an option?
Sure. We'll give you. We can give you a decent rate, and as a commission for doing this, we can give you part of that up front. He brings out about 2,000 gold.
Okay, yeah, we'll definitely take the job. I mean, it's not like I have a choice, but anything to help will be appreciative.
I mean, yeah, no choice. I still don't want you dying down there.
Fair enough. We have done quite a few things. You don't need to know about them, but one thing I do want you to know is that we need to visit the Fae when this is done. We have you anyway.
You sure about that? They're not.
Parn's gonna take a very heavy sigh. and he wants it to be visible. He says, "Yes, I'm sure we're going to have to do this."
Don't try that before the dragon. Time doesn't operate our style in the Fae. They don't
Fair enough.
follow our rules for many things, time being one of the main ones.
All right, Parn. All right, Parn's going to turn to Rogar and Sarah and ask, "Should we leave the tooth here, or should we take it with us?"
Could we leave a dragon's tooth here and it not be stolen?
You have a dragon's tooth?
Parn pulls out the blue dragon tooth out of the bag of
Jesus.
holding, the
Thing's
size of
huge.
Parn's leg.
No. It was
It was Montaro's leg.
It was the size of Montaro's leg.
It's
the
mu-
7 foot tall.
All right,
300 pound
compared to Parn, who is, wow, why am I so short? I'm supposed to be 6'8".
What
I'm
did you-
6
It's also,
foot.
it's also a bit quite a bit thicker than your
Yeah.
leg.
You're holding like a professional wrestler's leg right now.
You're holding a Batista leg. Let's
Yeah,
put it
yeah,
that. You're
okay,
holding
yeah.
Batista's legs.
We can't tell you where we got this again, but it is important for our adventure into the Fae, and I'm just wondering if we keep it here or if.
I mean, sure, you can keep them. You can keep it here.
All right, I ask you to enter this into the guild holding as well.
Okay. Take it.
All right, I'm gonna need to make a separate file with everything I've left with the guild.
Yeah. That'd probably be a good thing.
All right.
Out of character,
Well-
I don't know why you just didn't leave it in your bag of holding.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make room. The bag of holding is starting to fill up with everyone's shit. Okay.
You don't have any, you don't
Should've
have
taken-
everyone's shit because you don't have any of my shit.
Should have taken the other bag of holding I offered you. You could hold one extra acorn.
Yeah.
Well, we'll. When do we leave?
I mean, the sooner would be the better. And when you pass by Bayo Falls, there, he hands you a letter. Hand this to the king. We're requesting their aid for the dragon problem.
I wrote down King's letter. Okay. Well, with that, I get up. I say, well, we will leave within 2 days, maybe earlier.
All right.
Very well. Oh, by the way, your friends are back. Your fish friends.
Oh,
What?
Nice.
Yeah,
That's-
your two imperial fish friends. They
yay!
came back. They came
Have-
back about a month ago.
Have they been asking about us?
No,
Okay.
I'm not even sure they know you're adventurers.
Yeah, if they're who I think they are, they probably know us. Because we did go on a boat with them.
No, I'm fairly certain they know you. I just don't think they know you're connected to us. So
Okay.
Okay. Well, if that's all, I need to go check in on a couple of things, and then we will leave.
I'll
Very well.
go
Best
to
of
the.
luck.
I'll take that gold and head down to get ourselves some
Well, no,
potions.
we're gonna split the gold. Parn's gonna split the gold up after we get downstairs.
We'll keep your again same floor. We'll keep your horses here until you guys are ready to go. Get them
All right.
stable and board them.
All right, thank you. All right, I go back downstairs, and I assume
Again, same floor.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, I keep mixing up. All right, I go to the lobby.
Okay, you walk out the guildmaster's room and down the hallway into the lobby, just as Sigvaldi and Gideon have finished their paperwork. And just sign here and initial there, and now you are part of the Golden Tigers. Congratulations! She pulls out some confetti. She
Yay.
throws it up in the air.
I love the confetti part.
All right,
Oh,
I'm
She starts
gonna.
picking up the confetti and putting it back into the little tin.
All right, I'm gonna sit at the table with them. Well, we got our new job.
We got
While
a good
we're
upfront
traveling,
cost.
we will let you in on the story. We just can't say it right here. As you are officially part of the group, we can let you in on a few things we know. With that said, here's 2,000 divided
Yeah,
by
it's 400
5
each.
is- Here's 400 gold. This is a
Upfront thing.
yeah, this is an advance on our current job. So, also now that you are guild members, you can buy basic potions of healing for 35 gold each. I suggest you take them up on that offer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 35 each.
They're normally 50 gold. So yeah, they're giving us a discount. I believe that's what Flux. That's what you sold them to us as, right?
Yes, and currently they are 30 each for you guys due to the current circumstances.
30 or 35?
30.
30. Normally they were 35. They are 30 each for the current circumstances.
And
Okay.
it's 400 gold, right?
400 gold each.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm getting these numbers right.
Well, I'm just gonna go up and buy 3 healing potions for myself.
Should probably
Parn's
convert
not
some of the
taking any-
silver I have.
Parn's not taking any chances. He's buying 10 healing potions.
I am also buying 10 healing potions.
Okay, then that brings. So then I guess I'll buy an additional 6.
Okay,
So 9 total health potions for me.
so Parn has 100 gold left from the advance. He's gonna put that in his thing. All right, Parn's only got a little business in town. He's gonna go to the bank and convert his silver into gold. He's gonna put some more money in his bank account, and then he's gonna be ready to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that
Grab
as well.
me 10 healing pots.
Yeah, so, sorry. So you're putting your stuff in the bank and then getting ready to go?
Yeah, Parn, if you need to know, Parn's putting 10 more platinum in his bank account and 500 gold.
Yeah. After he's gone, I'll also go to the bank and put in. I'll put in 100 platinum into the account, and I'll keep and also deposit 500 gold.
Okay.
I'm converting 1,300 silver into 130. Oh,
Okay. Is that all?
I'm also going to convert 700 silver to 70 gold.
Yeah, as you guys are doing this, you hear.
Yeah, I'm
hear a
I'm
shout.
doing my money conversion shit.
Okay.
Yeah, same
So
here.
you- Okay, so pretty much everyone except for Sarah's at the bank. Sarah's just sitting. What are you doing, Sarah?
I'm making a deposit.
Okay, so everyone's at the bank. As you guys are doing this, you hear a shout from behind you. Hey, Parn! Parn!
Hey, listen.
Parn!
Greg?
Hello?
Parn turns
I-
around. What do I see?
I know who you're expecting. But you see Leandra there, kind of waving to you. You see Leandra and Lars.
Hello. How are you guys
the two
doing?
Imperials. We're doing good. When did you guys get back?
We got back yet today. We just got in.
How'd you guys do with that the games?
It got
Well,
canceled.
Parn's gonna ask everyone because he wants to say this as snarky as possible.
One moment.
We-
Rogar, one moment. Rogar, her soul is half white, half black. Lars is normal.
Uh,
Lars.
Parn-
Oh boy, I just realized Lars can read my mind.
yeah, no, Parn ain't hiding anything because
He knows a lot more about me subtly than anyone else in this group does.
Lars knows what we did, so Parn knows there's no point in trying. Well,
I will remind you, Lars also. They also noted that Lars isn't reading his mind in the Imperial, in the free country.
Oh,
Oh,
They-
okay.
They stated
Right.
that before, because if he did, he would have to enact Imperial justice on people. If
Right,
he
fair
doesn't
enough.
know any of their crimes, they're good right now.
all right. So then I'm gonna rephrase what I was gonna. Well, we got through the first trial. Unfortunately, the big guy and the cat man unfortunately got killed.
Oh,
Someone
I'm sorry to hear
interfered
that.
with. Someone interfered with the games, the teleportation spell.
It's not-
We killed a lich.
Cool.
That it was a trap. We were sent to a town to free them from a lich. The lich was using them as A human farm, in fact. It's quite terrible.
So we got that. Oh,
Um, when we used the orb to teleport back, we were in the middle of a field outside of Terrace Vendal. We traveled for about a day and then were immediately attacked. Unfortunately, that's when they died, and we got back to town. The three of us, Rogar and Sarah here, we went into the labyrinth. We got to the second part. We rescued these two fine gentlemen. This is
Gideon.
Gideon. I'm getting Red's name, but the problem is 3 other names are still in there that start with a G, so I have to go through them till I get to the right one. Sorry about that. And this is Sigvaldi. We rescued them. Apparently their groups were killed in the labyrinth, and we were successfully in bringing them with us.
Yeah, let's say that.
Sigvaldi, you note Lars is giving you a kind of inquisitive look, looking you over.
Well, that is what Parn has been saying to anyone that's asked.
That's kind of Sigvaldi just looks back at him. I was like, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, and I'm looking at. Wait, would I recognize them as officials?
Yes, you would recognize Lars's outfit as a judge's outfit, and you wouldn't recognize Leandra as an official, but you would recognize her clothing and style as a imperial noble, at least.
I give them the minimum respectful nod that they deserve.
Not here. Don't worry.
But as we had just finished our task in the labyrinth, when we got out, we found out the games had been canceled.
It's horrible.
I hope
Did they at least find out who attacked you or who messed up the games?
We never found out, quite frankly. Unfortunately, and I lean in to say this quietly, because unfortunately, when we got out, we found out there is a massive rebellion in the Empire. I want to see her face. What is her reaction?
Her reaction, she makes no reaction to it, but she does a slight nod. But I'm glad you guys made it back.
Technically, we won the games. We were the last adventurer group standing.
Well, that's good. She gets
I still say that as a hollow victory.
Officially, they are not going to record us because the games were canceled.
Well, I mean, it's to be expected, but technically, you guys know you were kind of partial winners, like silver at least, right?
Yeah, we did survive where many other groups failed. We could take that. How goes you? We haven't seen you in a while.
Well, we're going good. We've been sent back. We're gonna keep working on this diplomatic mission. Get you guys to come over willingly, without
bloodshed.
Nonsense. Yeah.
Speaking of that, we had to teleport to Trium to get back here. What's going on with the Tower of Sorcery?
She visibly and physically closes her mouth.
Fair enough.
I don't interfere on other avatar business.
Fair
other
enough.
avatars do not interfere in my business. The only reason I'm allowed to be here is because of that rule.
Fair enough. Well, it was nice talking to you, and unless you have
glad to see you guys again.
It is a pleasure to see you again, Lady Leandra.
No, don't worry, just Leandra here.
The only other thing I have to... Do I have anything to ask about? Let me think. Let me go through my notes real quick.
Do you see the giant bridge they're making?
Looks like you guys are gonna be ready for when that dragon comes back.
Yes. Yeah. Looks like we will.
I keep hearing about this dragon, and no one's really told me anything.
Oh, you should have seen it. These guys didn't save me from it, but they kept it from besmirching my name. It was giant. Like she kind of points out the giant bank building. It's like 2 of these on top of each other. Huge.
Huh.
Apparently it was in the disguise of an old man.
Lord Barn pipes up, Lord Osini.
Yeah, him. But it was giant and said everyone had to leave. So that looks like why the town's getting ready.
Speaking of, what exactly is the Empire's plan on should Highmore decide to become a part of the Empire peacefully, and this is before the dragon shows up?
Before the dragon shows up and Highmore joins us peacefully, the Empire will defend Highmore as if it was any of Highmore's list, as if it was any other Imperial settlement. If Highmore does not join the Empire before the dragon shows up, I and Lars will retreat to outside Highmore, watch what happens, and decide from there.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
If the
Well-
city is smart, it will join while it isn't has time.
Well, we appreciate you talking to us. It's been a pleasure. But we already have a mission from the guild that we really must get back to.
You guys are always so busy. Never get any chances to just sit down and relax, huh?
Sadly,
Yeah,
no.
Life of an adventure.
I guess it takes all sorts to make the world keep moving, so you guys are needed. That's good. At least you have work.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
See, you guys, we got other stuff we gotta do, but it was nice catching up with you.
It was nice catching up with you again. What was that, Flux?
Lars and Leandro wave goodbye, and they head off.
Wave goodbye as well.
All right.
You guys turn back around to the bank tellers that have been kind of standing there a bit.
Little annoyed at us, yes.
A bit unsure. Technically, these people are putting in a lot of money. Should we tell them to hurry up, or just?
Technically,
they're
they're
unsure what to
filling
do.
the bank with gold. Maybe we should just let them do what they want to do.
I mean, I get paid by the hour. I guess I could just stand here and not do anything.
That's my favorite thing to do at work. Is when I get to just do nothing.
All right. Let's see. I was going to ask. I was going to ask Lars about the Empire travel papers, but then I decided not to because that's meta knowledge and that's silly. Okay. That's it. I think we finish up at the bank and then get ready to go. What does everyone else think?
Should we get some more rations?
Does Rogar have anything he needs to share with the party from his squeaking?
Squeaky, squeaky.
It's just I'll basically guys, let's if we can get somewhere private, I'll explain something. Also, should
I
we
mean,
get some
keep
more
in mind
rations?
we still have 2 new people to the group that we don't. I'm not saying this in character. I'm saying this out
Yeah.
of character. Keep in mind, we're still keeping some of our secrets on
Yeah.
hold for Red and Sovik's character.
Yeah. So I'm basically just gonna grab a Parn, move him aside, and whisper in his ear. If I by chance ever mention anybody with a half white, half black soul, let's just give him a very healthy birth, okay? Because she's got one of those, and I'm starting to detect a
good.
pattern.
Well, and then I brought Parn whispers. Well, we already suspected that she was an avatar. Sounds like the Shadow Man was also one.
What are we whispering about?
You're not there. I just took
What
Parn.
are we whispering?
Wally walks up. What's going on?
Sigvaldi just kind of casually pokes his head in. So what's going on?
Nothing. Nothing. You only see air.
A group that keeps secrets is not a group that is unified.
Unfortunately, we have been sworn to many secrets, and while we can't tell you of them, we can take you to where they are so you can share them with us, which is what we're going to do on this trip.
This kind of straightens up.
I tell Sigvaldi, we are trying to keep our word, but we are also trying to share with you.
No, you misunderstand. I commend your integrity.
Thank you. With that, I would like to actually visit the gnome.
That's so? Sure. Yeah. You head up to the Noble Quarter. Takes you about an hour, and you find Leslie's shop. Oh, hi.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Shame about that. Shame about the games.
Oh God, yes, it was. Do you know we were still in the labyrinth when it got canceled, and we never got a message?
You didn't hear the horn?
No.
I guess they probably didn't explain that to you.
No, they didn't say.
They did the horn and called like everyone up, and then told us that the games were canceled and that we all could go home if we needed.
Do you know
So
why
I
the
packed up
games
and
were
left.
canceled?
They didn't say.
Would you like to know?
To be honest, I don't really care.
Fair enough.
It's not my business.
So I don't have the tooth with me right now. We still need it, but unfortunately, as you can see, our friend who wanted to turn it into a weapon died. He's not with us anymore. I would like to know, what do you think you could turn that dragon tooth into once we're finished with it?
I mean, probably anything, frankly. Outside like something weird, like a spiked chain, which I don't even make. That stuff's stupid. But I mean, anything I could really apply it to. I mean, anything long, I could give a wooden or iron haft and just make the tip out of the dragon tooth, or any of that kind of stuff.
What do you think? What type of quality of weapon do you think will come out of this?
I mean, I don't know till I have the tooth and I'm working on it, but probably pretty damn good.
Do you think you can make multiple weapons at it, reminding him of how big it was?
It depends. I've never worked with dragon tooth before. I don't know how malleable it is or how much of it I can mold, but I mean, again, I'll have to see. I don't know if I heat it up and bend it or if I have to like carve it or what, but I think I would say bet on one weapon, and then I might be able to make a second weapon.
Fair enough. Unfortunately, I don't have the tooth with me right now,
Yeah,
but
don't
we
need to keep dingling in front of me.
I just wanted to come in and ask about it. How long and how much do you think it would be to work on that?
Again,
A lot of this is dependent on the man having the materials.
Again, I've literally never worked with dragon tooth, Parn.
Fair enough. I'm
This
sorry.
is completely new to me. I don't know how easy it is to work or how easy it is to get into things.
Fair enough.
I don't know how much labor I'm going to have to put into this thing.
All right. Well, with that said, I would like to. We have to leave tomorrow, or the day after. I wonder if I pull out my whose short sword he made, the dark one, the dark blade, and how it's got dings. It's not as sharp as was. I was going to ask, might you do maintenance on this weapon for me before tomorrow?
I mean, Parn, I like you. You're good. You promised me a dragon tooth. That's better than most of my clients have. But I mean, that's kind of a basic thing. I mean, I can do it. I got other jobs I have to do. It's gonna cost you a lot more for me to do it.
Oh, okay.
In short, learn to take care of your own goddamn sword.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know how that works in 5e. Do you have to be a smith, or
I mean, you could probably do it yourself, or you could go find another smithy. I'm literally just telling you, me personally, I have a lot of other things that are contesting my time. So for something to take my time, it's going to have to be at least as much as those, which means it's going to cost me a lot more to do simple repair work that another smith could do for you.
Fair enough. With that, Parn's gonna power up his fist. I could do this now with my fists.
Good for you.
It's a threat.
No, this is me explaining.
Okay.
The short sword you've made me is glorious. I love it. But at the same time, I can now do about the same with my fists. Do you have anything better than this dark blade, which I absolutely have loved?
I mean, outside again, magical, probably not.
That's what I'm asking. Do you deal in magical items?
I don't pretend with magic stuff, and I mean, I can make stuff and it can be enchanted, but all of my connections with dwarfs, and they seem to have been the dwarfs have disappeared.
They seem to have misplaced themselves.
I'm curious. Is
Weird.
the only
They seem to
magic
keep good track of stuff.
Are the only magic smiths in the entire town were dwarves? Are you sure there's no one else?
The only real good ones, yeah. A lot of dwarves came down here after the Empire took over and brought their trades here. There's other ones. There's some gnomes, but I'm a gnome, but they're a bit weird, not trustworthy.
Fair enough. Well, I appreciate it. I want to show my gratitude, but I'm not sure if giving you a tip would be insulting or not.
It would be a bit insulting, Party.
Fair enough.
This is just two acquaintances or business partners talking.
All right.
Don't make it weird.
All right. On top of that, I would love to know your take on the defenses they're building. They're
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah. The walls they've commissioned me for some stuff to top the walls. They've asked for a crap ton of about a ton of ballista bolts, like barbed ballista bolts. I don't know what they're doing, but he kind of taps his head. I think they're putting them on the bridge. I think the plan, if that thing comes near, they're gonna bring it down and keep it down.
Oh, wow.
Put a monster hunter on this shit.
Looking over my equipment as we're talking, I do notice I am short quite a few bolts for my crossbow. You wouldn't happen to have a set for me to buy?
Yeah, sure. I have some apprentices that I have work on that kind of stuff. Pulls out a kind of stack of bolts. How many do you need?
About 20 will do.
He pulls out a bundle, places it down on the table. 5 silver.
Fair enough, and I take the bolts.
Okay. And I exchange his hands. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. I just wanted to check in, and I wanted to find out, because I honestly value your opinion on this town. You seem like a hard-working, decent sort, and I honestly, I hope we can become friends later on.
And there you go, making it weird.
No, we're acquaintances. We're not friends.
Yeah. Normally people don't talk about it like that kind of terms, but sure, I understand. I get to what you mean, Parn.
Thanks. I'm gonna turn to the rest.
By the way,
of
you guys do have a type. Jesus Christ. As he
What?
looks at Sigvaldi.
I don't get it.
You guys do have a type. There's a big one before you, bud.
Oh. Was he one of the ones that? I mean,
Yes.
I assume so. He's gone. Unless he took up like
I
dancing,
turned
which he
to
doesn't look like it.
I turned to Sigvaldi and said, his name was Montaro. He was a good companion for a while. Unfortunately,
Had a tiny dick.
Unfortunately, he was.
Unfortunate for.
Mr. Glaive,
Unfortunately,
what do you use? Hold on, turn around. Let me see what do you have?
What's it, Baldy?
yes.
What's those emotions to you?
He shows him his axe. Like, this is not my preferred weapon, but it is what I use.
What's your preferred weapon?
He kind of hesitates. That's like the sword, but mine was taken long ago, and I have sworn not to take another.
Okay, gotcha.
Unless he kind of hesitates a moment. It is not unheard of to replace it with one of equal or better craftsmanship, but I would not presume.
I don't know what sword you lost, but I can't make something equal or better if I don't know what I'm comparing it to. But this axe is shit. I can make a better thing than this. He's kind of looking it over, checking the blade and the carve.
While he's doing that, Parn gives Savaldi his short sword. This is the quality of his work. He even customized the blade for me to make it easier for me to stealth with. Is this up to the quality you seek?
Just gonna take it, look it over, and nod. Like, that would do.
How much would it be to get him a great sword? Is it a great sword that you prefer?
No.
What do you?
I use a shield neotag.
Oh, sorry. How much? What do you prefer then?
Longsword.
All right.
One sword of that quality for a man that large. I could probably do. You want that level? Probably about 300 gold. Can make a real good one. Make it sing as it goes through the air. Make it beautiful. But it would probably take me a week or two.
You know what? Parn puts down 200. Sigvaldi, are you willing to put down another 100?
He does.
All right. Parn puts down 200. Sorry, Sigvaldi put down 100. If you can hold on to that sword, we have a very important job with the guild commissioned by the Doge. We will not be back for at least 3 months. But if you are willing to hold on to that sword for us, we would happily pay for it now.
Sure. I'll have that ready by the time you guys get back.
Sigvaldi, he customizes weapons. Is there any special design you want or anything?
God damn it, neotag put me on the spot with this fluff shit.
It's neotag. He lives for the inane fluff.
I'm sorry, but it's actually interesting to have fluff like that.
He's actually going to point to the clan symbol on his shield, and is like, could you simply just put this somewhere on there?
Listen, pushes you back over and grabs the shield, looks it over. Yeah, I can do something good with this. He hands it back to you.
Thank you.
As you guys start heading off, he says, "Wait, hold on, big guy, Signori. Where was the original sword from?"
It was for my people in the north. It was my father's sword, and his father's before him.
Gotcha. Lesso smiles as you guys head out.
Oh no, something dumb. All right. And also, I'm kind of trying to fluff us till the end of the session because it's clear we're not doing anything else this session.
I was suggesting we get rations.
Oh, we already have. Yeah,
Technically, we could roleplay talking to the ration merchant.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm totally up for ration merchant roleplay.
I already
Hi,
have.
what is your name?
I already have 50 pounds. Wait, no.
I'm
how much is
Lisa,
the
the ration merchant.
Apparently, she's part of Teen Girl Squad.
I already have 100 pounds of rations in the bag. That's 50.
Gotta start smelling at some point, bud. They don't expire.
Well, that's the thing is the
don't
rations are basically granola bars.
Yeah, they are. They don't expire. That's the whole point.
Yeah, but they don't keep their freshness.
No, they'll definitely taste like stale and old.
But here's the thing.
They already taste like fucking cardboard to begin with, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's the thing. The rations are only for when we are not out in the open. Otherwise, Parn's hunting. Parn's getting...
I already have
fresh
10
fruit.
rations, just default from my fucking background.
Yeah, same here.
Parn's making sure the party has plenty of food and drink as long as we're in the overworld. So the rations are only in emergencies.
Yeah, unless I can find a weaponsmith that actually does magic weapons, I'm not even going to bother because.
Yeah, we're at that point where we need magic weapons, really.
Well, there's the fact that I don't use weapons.
I forgot I had that old busted up drow longsword.
All I have is a silvered dagger, and that's just because.
Fair enough. Well, that's it. I think.
Stuff on these days.
I think is there anywhere else? You know what? I've got the perfect thing for us to all get together, and we're already in the Noble District. Sarah.
Yes.
Let's go have a meal. Let's go have a meal at your favorite restaurant.
Yes, let's shall. Off we go. Follow me.
Sadly, because we're ending on this, and because I need to show the times have changed. The restaurant's closed. The owner was a dwarf.
No, I see Sarah collapse at the front of the door.
Okay.
Wasn't the dwarf the owner of the other one we went to too?
Yep.
Well, good. Yeah. Well, that was the pickled prawn. It was a seedy bar. Yeah, it's a dwarf.
No, I was just gonna say, it's like I think everywhere we've gone to,
A lot of places
that was run by a dwarf.
There were I may not have made it clear. There was a good dwarf demographic in the free country.
Oh yeah, no,
Which is reflected
I got
by
that. It was something I didn't think of until we've come back. It's like, no, those were all dwarfs. So that means they left. It's like, huh?
Which was reflected by a minuscule dwarf population of the empire.
Yeah.
So,
Does Sarah actually drop down and like scream?
You maniacs! You closed it up.
Why, Freya?
Is this gonna be Sarah's motive for getting the dwarves back now? Getting
Yes,
this restaurant
this is her motive.
reopened?
Now
her
it's
favorite
personal.
restaurant is now closed.
Before it was business for Sarah. Now it's personal.
So I take it we didn't earn any experience points.
Nope. We didn't fight anything.
Didn't find anything, and this was mostly an adventure, not a quest.
This was our kind of wind down, fun little roleplay session.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good every now and then.
Did you guys like it?
I do.
I enjoyed
I
it.
loved traveling. I loved seeing the little towns that aren't on the map.
It gave us
really.
a better way of introducing 2 new characters than we've normally had.
Yeah.
And it's doing exactly what I wanted with your 2 characters. We're slowly gaining trust. And this mission is going to be us first giving you the first secret we had.
Like the stakeout worked great for Montaro, but for Nightmare, it was just kind of he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas this kind of gave both new people a chance to kind of like, no, this is kind of what I'm about, and I see what you guys are about.
I hope that Parn is actively trying to interact with the
To
two
kiss
new
up to every
ones.
person he brings into this group. No.
No, he's actively trying to test you to see how you feel. Like with the sword, the whole point of that is to
Well,
see
I know a
how
few
you
of
react.
I know how a few of you feel with my storytelling. Apparently.
No,
It's been a
funny
very,
thing is-
very long time since Sigvaldi's heard a good dirty limerick.
Yep.
The funny thing is that I just kind of came up with that off the top of my head. I literally was
Right.
just spouting out stupid,
Well,
and Flux went with it.
well, here's the thing. That's what we want you to do with this trait you have. That's
Well,
what
yeah.
I do.
The first time I was caught a little unawares with it, so it's like, okay.
And now that he knows that we're gonna do this, you can make like a stockpile of like stupid names for stories.
I was already thinking of converting some of the some stupid Skyrim things from instead of Argonian be Dragonborn, like the Lusty Dragonborn, the Dragonborn account.
I would like to think that that one for Rogar wasn't necessarily that he couldn't make it all the way there, so much as he immediately jizzed his pants as it was like, hang on, round two's coming really fast. I better get up there.
I'll be honest. I liked interacting with the Avatar of Water and Lars again, which I don't know that she's that, but I suspect that's meta knowledge.
She
I
just
like-
said, she literally just admitted she was an avatar, and that avatars
No, she
keep
did.
out of other avatars' business.
Last I remember,